You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation. HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
Well, folks, here we are live. Last game of the season, man. It is good to be back with you. Full force, Dade versus Broward, the Miami Dolphin All-Star game, the 3rd annual. And I'm so tickled, man. I am tickled pink. I got my 305 back in the booth. Man, it's good to see you up. It's good to see you shed a few. Coach DC.
Glad to be here, Coach. I'm happy to be back. Went through a little episode, but I'm back strong and we're ready to roll.
And on top of that, we had an incident with my son Ryan. Ryan Stout is on the switcher tonight. Had a little attack appendicitis and put him down. And he's back to full strength down on college, running a switcher. And, of course, the Rock, Damian Hunt, right here next to me. Damian, this is it, brother.
This is it. I mean, listen, we're wrapping it up, you know. And how awesome is it that the very last football game, technically, you know, is a high school game, and it's one of the biggest rivals, Broward versus Dade. This is actually for all of the marbles. This is for bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
And
right.
you know, we got definitely take love and show off for the Dolphins Academy and allowing us to do this. I'm loving this, and I'm ready for some hard hitting, as they are.
Yeah, and we want to thank Twan Russell for allowing NCRA Sports Network and the HSPNSports.com, if you're watching on network, to be able to broadcast this game to you live. We want to help them fill this stadium next year. This is for the bragging rights. Dade County is kicking off. They're in the blue on the right-hand side. Broward County is on the left-hand side. It's Dade 2. It's Broward Goose Egg. Let's get ready to rumble. There we go. We got number 3.
That is number 3.
That is
Darius Hoggins out of Monarch, Coach.
There you go, Darius Hoggins. We covered Monarch.
Oh, yeah.
We covered almost all these young men.
We did, and he's a very dangerous back, very deceptively fast for his size. I mean, he's not a real big back. I mean, you're looking at about 5'8", 160 pounds, but boy, he can move, and he has a heart of gold. And I'm telling you right now, let's see what Broward does coming out for the first series right here.
Glenn, we had Darius down interview right before the game. Had him live on NCRA Sports Network.
That's fantastic. You know, it's great to see these young men. You know, we covered 14 games, the state championship, to see them back out here. Most of these young men we know, as you give up the middle, picks up a couple yards. We've got number 12 at quarterback. That's John Franklin. That's John Franklin. We covered him too, South Plantation. We got him in the Coral Springs game, didn't we, Damian?
Yes, we did. And you're looking at a young man that's going to Florida State University. He committed to Florida State. Great athlete. I mean, he's also played in the actual Dade versus the World All-Star game where he played receiver and kickoff return. Actually had a 103-yard kickoff return in that game. So he's a very fast young man.
That tackle was made by George Williams out of Hialeah.
Well, Franklin rolls out. He's loose on the left-hand side. He's coming back to the right-hand side. He's at the 50-yard line, down to the 40. He picks up 50 yards on that carry. Right from the start, Franklin, Florida State.
Gotta love it.
Commit.
Yes.
Takes off, and he's got Damian excited.
Jimbo Fisher, you got one, baby.
That's the old zone read.
Wow, that's a big turnaround, because the only play that they had against Dade County against the World was Franklin, because the rest of it was all Dade.
Well, hopefully that it won't be a repeat of that. But, I mean, again, they're opening up the playbook a little bit here. And I like to see, you know, they've got big Tamonte King in the backfield there.
From Northeast. That's number 5. That's Marcus Magwood. He's out of St. Thomas Aquinas, but you're absolutely correct, Coach Hunt. Number 44, King, out of Northeast High School.
Big time back. I mean, as you see, I mean, he is not a lightweight by any stretch of the imagination. Again, the oldest grade junior MVP in the All-Star game of North versus South Broward All-Star game. Great young man, and he tries real hard in and off the field. You got to love it.
Coach, that tackle was made by Trayvon Williams out of Miami Norland.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Linebacker, number 5.
And we covered him in the spring tour. Tip ball, flags all over the place.
I see a helmet.
County, 2nd and 15. They probably got a holding call, and we'll see what the call is. But you're absolutely correct. We covered Norland in the 12 and 20 spring tour. Wow, they were big. They were awesome. Good kids, good-looking kids out there.
Extremely impressive.
Well, let's see what the call is.
It looks like it's versus Dade.
Yeah, it does look like Dade, Coach. DC. Oh, boy.
Number 99.
That's first down.
15-yard penalty, resulting in a first down.
Well, that's going to be a first down.
That's Aaron Thomas out of Carroll City. 6 foot, 260-pound defensive lineman.
Yeah, and what he did is basically just snatched the kid's helmet off, and that's why you saw a helmet. Thank God it wasn't a head in it. And you'll notice that tonight the referees are mic'd up. So, they're going all out. Thanks again, to Under Armour. And these referees are doing a great job thus far, even though we're just a few minutes in.
Well, we got a split backfield. Franklin gives it off up the middle. It's not going anywhere to number 5, Marquise Magwood. That's running back out of St. Thomas Aquinas. He loses about 3 yards. And, folks, if you haven't noticed it yet, we are in Sun Life Stadium where they played the national championship, and they were kind enough to leave all the wrapping up. And they've got Alabama in one end zone, you'll see, and Notre Dame painted still in the other end zone. So
yes,
we're fresh out of the national championship.
That's beautiful. I just want to say, for those of you who watched high school throughout the year, when you saw the kickoff return and he brought it out of the end zone, they're playing by college rules tonight.
Franklin rolls out to the right-hand side. He sees a receiver wide open. Number 89, and my goodness, number 13 from Dade County comes over. William Townsend from Norland, another Norland player, comes over and tips it. Franklin should have put a little more on that ball because number 89, who is Keith Elverick out of Douglas High School, was wide open.
Yeah, Glenn, Norland, they have athletes. And if you don't make a perfect play, they will make a play.
It's that 305 speed. Don't want to blink.
I mean, at the same time, what it could have done also is actually put it out in front of the quarterback a little bit. The receiver a little bit more rather than just, loft it up, and try to do a jump ball.
To the sideline. Franklin gives up the middle. Quick one to, I think that's King out of Northeast. He looked big like King.
That's a little conservative on 3rd and 13.
That sure was, Coach DC.
Yeah,
this is an all-star game, isn't it?
Well, I can guarantee you they're not punting it, 4th and 12, so they're going to go for it and see what they got.
Yeah, I believe they're going with the kicker, and I think that kicker is number 13, Donnell Williams.
Oh, they are. Going for a 50-yarder.
I'm sorry, that's actually Zachary Leatherman.
Well, he was hitting them in warm-ups.
Yeah, he was. He was booting it.
But there was no pressure in warm-ups.
There's not going to be a lot of pressure
Always
here.
easier on air. Snap is back to Franklin. Kick is up. He's got the distance. My goodness, it is right through the uprights. That's a 50-yard field goal to start the game.
But it should have been an offsides on that, Coach. You actually had your actual dart man here on the left-hand side for the Dade County that actually jumped full-fledged into the neutral zone, and they let him reset and come right back and kick the ball. I don't understand why that wasn't a penalty, but there you go.
Coach, that was George Williams out of Hialeah, but remember, they are playing college rules. You can reset.
This is true.
That's true. We saw that in the Broward All-Star game, north-south, where they could take it out of the end zone. So they're going college rules here in the All-Star game, and they should be because these young men are going on to the collegiate level. And I can guarantee you that the majority of them are moving on to the collegiate level. Every one of them that you see out here, you probably will see most of them on Saturday.
Not to mention, of course, you're going to see some of these names also playing on Sundays eventually. Give them another 2-3 years in the in the collegiate level, or if not 4 years. And some of these same players you will see on that next level playing on Sundays.
Well, I'm looking forward to Team Dade getting the ball on the offensive side of the line. I know we got Tyson here somewhere.
Think this is
Take it
going
to
out of
the corner.
bounds.
Boy,
Not
oh
what
boy.
you want.
Great field position for Dade.
And it's a beautiful thing too to also see the actual lighting banner that actually rotates around the field here. Yeah, that's something that you definitely don't want to happen is having your kicker kick the ball out of bounds. You know, especially when you're just coming in getting a fresh 3 points. Not what you want.
Well, they obviously want to see run backs because they're re-kicking it. They're not bringing it to the 35.
Oh, yeah, this is fun. This is very much fun. We're not looking for, field position. We're looking to have some fun out here.
Now, I don't see Tice on the roster, Dade County roster.
Yeah,
I didn't see Tight Darius on the roster either.
And you know what? To be honest with you, Coach, is you won't see some of these players because the truth of the matter is, whatever college they're going to, they're making sure that they're keeping their investment tight and close to the chest there. That's still a great kick.
It makes sense. Well, here's a run out to the 9-yard line. Broward is all over him.
Wow.
Chapels made it the 8-yard line.
That was an excellent kick. That was you're talking about 5 yard deeper, and it still reached the end zone. So that was actually a better kick than the first one. Great job.
Well, that kick returner learned when he goes to college the same thing he just learned there. You can't stop. This game is too fast at that level.
And that surprises me for Dade. Anybody stopping in Dade. We've covered them all year long, and you got me 305 on the brain, and these boys, they'll move. Well, Dade will take the ball over on their own 10-yard line.
Well, Coach, with the ones we saw in Dade all year, if this was the NFL, some of them be coming out early.
Snap is back, got a set backfield, gives up the middle on a zone read, picks up about 3 yards. We're in the first quarter with 8:20 and counting. Score is Broward 3 and Dade 0. We'll break it about 2nd down and 8 yards. Let's get the call on that quarterback for Dade County. Looks like number 12, who is Troy Cook, quarterback from Southridge.
Something about that last name Cook, I tell you. And we actually saw him doing pregame, and Cook can actually fling that ball something serious. So we're looking very excited to see what he can do. Got the zone read, gives it up to the running back.
Picks up about 2 yards.
That he does.
Looks like they're trying to establish the ground game before they start striking deep.
Brings it up to the 15-yard line. That'll bring 3rd down and a long 4.
And that carry is actually by number 22, Leroy Wilson, running back, 6 foot, 185 pounds from South Dade.
And we're in the first quarter, 7:25 and counting. Dade County's first offensive possession of the game.
Looks like trips to the right, single split to the left.
Let's see what Cook is going to do.
Going for a blitz. They're bringing the pressure.
Cook is looking to his right. He throws the ball on a slant. It's almost picked off by number 10.
Whoa.
Robert Miller, Taravella, a defensive back and wide receiver. 6'3", 190 pounds.
That's a good size for a DB too. And I mean, but you have to come up with those. I know that was he'll be counted for a pass breakup, but those particular pass, you want to take that to the house because I was open right into the middle of that Notre Dame paint there, and he couldn't hold on to it.
Well, that brings up 4th down and 4 yards. We've got a punting situation. Dade comes out, 3 and out.
Yep.
Yeah, Robert Miller is from Taravella, Coach. And, Damian, he is something. He's big, he's rangy, and he's fast.
Back deep, we have Michael Flood, who also plays a little quarterback. He plays receiver, punt return, DB from Nova High School. They kick the ball short.
About a 30-yard, 35-yard punt. Be down there at about the 46-yard line of Broward, where they'll take over.
Yeah, we saw Flood actually in the North versus South Broward game. He played a little quarterback, did a great job. He also played that zone read that Art Taylor, the head coach at the time for the South Broward team, did a great job. He can throw the ball, he can catch the ball pretty well, and he can cover pretty good. So whatever school he plans on going to, you got a triple threat, and that's exactly what colleges want. They want a versatile player nowadays.
You got that right, Damian. And they start out at the 45-yard line. Looks like they've got King set back right behind the quarterback. And give is to King right at the middle. And, boy, he punishes the DB that came up. He picks up about 8 yards on the carry.
Yep, and the ball was given to him by the actual quarterback, number 18, Geronte Lewis. He's a quarterback, 6 foot, 190 pounds from Cypress Bay. They actually made it to state. They didn't get a chance to bring it home, but I tell you one thing, we're still proud of him. Coach Guandolo, great job with your team there. We know we expect big things from your team this upcoming year.
Yep, 53-50, I believe. A couple of overtimes and a couple of questionable calls, and Coach Guandolo doing a great job. We caught the Boyd Anderson Cypress game. Swing pass out here to the left-hand side. Number 8 has the ball from Broward, and that is a first down. Richard Lopez. Lopez, our boy from B.A. Boyd Anderson Cobra.
The Cobra Pit. That's exactly. Shout out to Coach Wayne Blair. We got your player. He's coming in. He's doing good, and he's doing strong. That was a smart play to pick up a first down.
And if you haven't seen Mr. Lopez, there's 6 games in our archives where you can catch Lopez and all the rest of the Boyd Anderson Cobras also on our Wednesday night show archive. Hey, they're taking a break. We too will take a break. You're watching HSPNSports.com and NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
You are watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
And we're back with you live here at Sun Life Stadium. We had a young man that just went on the PA system. Coach DC, tell us a little about what they announced.
They said that he's a commit to Wake Forest. His name is Wendell Dunn, linebacker, 6 foot, 190, out of Palmetto High School.
Fantastic. That was on our commercial break. And we're back to live action. King gets a ball on a zone read. He loses about 2 yards. And it'll bring up second down and about 12. Good defensive surge by that defensive line for Dade.
It was great, Coach. I'm watching the Broward team try to block George Williams, number 4. It is incredible how he's just throwing these kids around like they're toys.
And he doesn't have a lot to say, but I tell you one thing, he brings the thunder.
Is that one of those wall of Dade?
Yeah. No, he's the monster. He can do it all. He's the utility player. And I want to congratulate George Williams for making second-team utility player All-State.
That was a flag on the play, so they're going to back up Broward 5 more yards. Going to bring up second down in about 15.
And as a receiver coach, there is no reason as to why a wide receiver jumps outside. Your job first is to look in at the ball to assure the snap. You're not going on your own count. And so, that's little flaws like that, coaches go crazy over. But, hey, we're going to fix those things up by the time it's time to get to the next level.
Well, we've got man in motion. Franklin's back. He gives a draw play. Number 34 takes it. He is up the middle. It's Griffin.
Actually,
Griffin
Coach,
joins.
Nope. Correction. That's actually number 24, Jamal Wallace from Northeast High School. Another great young man. The Hurricanes, shout out to Coach Donnell Bennett out there from Northeast. His teammate, which I didn't see tonight, and I don't think he's actually playing, which is Stacy Coley, who's also asked to be in this game. And I think he's right now home figuring out what school out of the many schools that want him, what school he's going to go to. And again, I hope you're looking, Stacy, Florida State. That's all I have to say.
That touchdown saving tackle was made by Chris Stewart, defensive back, 5'10", 185, out of Booker T. Washington.
State champions.
Booker T. Tornado, Washington, state champions. We got them on broadcast archives. That's a first down, it looks like, for Broward team. We're in the first quarter still with 4:19. They stopped the clock. Broward up 3, Dade nothing. That is a first down for Broward County. And yes, folks, if you want to see any of our broadcast archives, we have 14 weeks of these young men playing full games, including the state finals when Coach DC and I traveled up to Orlando Citrus Bowl.
That tackle was made by, I believe that was Aaron Thomas out of Carroll City.
Franklin rolls to the right. He's looking right. He throws it deep. He's out of bounds. And
Wow.
there is a flag on the play. There was a lot of contact on that. Even knocked him down.
Coach,
Well, the side
that was a
judge
little
was
press.
right on it, and he didn't throw a flag.
Coach,
And the
I
back
think-
judge, who's way back there, he threw a flag.
and he threw it. He had some distance on that toss there, Coach, too. I mean, he used to play a little quarterback back in the day.
Pretty good range.
They want to let him play, I guess. And, folks, if you want to catch any of our broadcast archives, all you have to do is go to NCRASportsNetwork.com or HSPNSports.com. Either place, you'll be able to see the broadcast archives of our entire library. And we are getting ready to go into basketball. So tomorrow night, I'm going to let you all know, big game. Deerfield, Ely at Blanche Ely gym. I got to get used to saying gym now instead of field. But we got live tomorrow night. We've got Deerfield, Ely. It's going to be a packed house. We were up to Atlantic Community talking to them this morning, and we've got a barn burner tomorrow night. Don't miss it. 7:30 tomorrow night, the game starts.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Again, it's always a big-time rival game in Broward County, and that's exactly what you want.
Well, they're taking a quick break. We'll take a quick break. This is NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate.
Well, you got 1st and 10 on the 16, and Broward has the ball. Give is up the middle. Great run.
That's Hoggins out of Monarch.
About 3 yards.
Yep, and
It'll
that
bring up second down and about 6 at about the 12-yard line.
and that
We've got 3 minutes 30 seconds in the first quarter. The clock is running.
Broward trying to take a commanding lead early.
Yeah, this is actually unprecedented, especially coming from Broward. And I think Broward probably had a little bit of a chip on the shoulder, losing 2 out of this as being the 3rd year. So we're going to see. Looks like Flood is down here by himself. Let's see if they're going to do a jump ball.
Like I say, this is why they play the games.
Throws to the left. Quick slant.
Threw it behind him.
Threw it behind him. You're right, Coach DC. Bring up 3rd down and about 6 yards.
Yep, and
Stops the clock at 3:03 in the first quarter.
And the quarterback, Geronte Lewis, got to do a better job in timing that. This young man, I believe from he's from Everglades. I'm sorry, Cypress Bay. You got to do a better job in making sure that he get the ball in front of the quarterback, or check off of him and go backside, which the backside had a little bit more room over here with the safety going over top.
Looks like we got Franklin in.
I think it's imperative that Broward scores here.
Rolling to his left-hand side. He's looking for a receiver to break open. He gets it to the edge. Going to be a personal foul. Hitting him out of bounds. It's going to make an automatic first down, probably half the distance to the goal. But he did have a flag route, but they've only been together three days. And we went and saw the Broward North-South All-Star game or All-Star practice, There wasn't much practice going on.
Well, not to mention that some of these players are also coming from the Under Armour, the Under Armour All-Star game as well, and you got a lot of plays in your head.
Yep. Personal foul late.
That was kind of questionable. That call there.
Yeah, that was.
Real shady. Real shady.
Little tic tac.
He was in the paint. Well, here we go. First down and goal from the 6-yard line. Broward County is threatening to score again with 2:56 remaining on the clock in the first quarter. Been a relatively long first quarter because we've had quite a few penalties.
And not to mention, I'm expecting this ball to go to Big Daddy King. As I go ahead and frame the name Big Daddy King, I believe he's going to get this one. He only falls forward. I've very, very seldom have I seen him fall backwards or even to the side. It's a lot of chunk. He's getting ready to hand off to right now.
Well, they've got King lined up right behind Franklin. And you're probably right. Nope, quick throw, a little corner.
That's excellent coverage by number 7 down there out of Miami Jackson. That's Devondre Powell, defensive back, 5'9", 175 out of Miami Jackson.
Yep, and the quarterback that's in right now is actually
I think it's
number
still
18.
Franklin.
Nope, that's actually number 18 from Cypress Bay.
I'm sorry.
And Geronte.
I am sorry. Yes, it is.
One thing he's going to have to do, realize who he has, because that young man was not open at all.
Watch these corners from Miami. They
look
are
to the
on
left
an
side.
island.
Wow, he hit him in
and
the knees.
they will stay on that island, and they will play.
He hit him in the knees.
Yeah, I mean, you can't catch with the knees, though. I mean, I've seen some follies, and I've seen it happen before.
I think their best opportunity here at Broward is running the football. Miami-Dade has some tremendous corners, Division I corners all the way across the board, especially those at Miami Jackson. They are something special. So, a draw here or something like that would be something I look for.
Well, we're looking at 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. 2:49 left in the first quarter. Quarterback's looking to the sidelines for some help, and we're probably going to get a timeout. And we are going to get a timeout. As they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports. NCRA Sports Network.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
And we're back to live action. Broward has the ball. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. And rolling out to the right-hand side. And there's nobody. He's going to throw a short one. Did he get it in there?
Got it to Big Daddy King.
Big Daddy King from Northeast. He just threaded the needle to throw that with 2 defenders right all over King's
And he
back.
took a big shot, and he still got it in there. He took a big shot from number 4, George Williams, and he still was able to squeeze it in there.
But the very fact that he plays linebacker, plays fullback, running back, but you just saw a good sample of that. He actually has hands. So
some serious hands.
He's not just a big boy that can bumble down with the big boys. He can actually catch the ball as well. So hopefully, whatever school he's going to, they show him a little love and let him know that, hey, you got a versatile young man.
Well, the extra point is up, and it's good. That makes the score Broward 10, Dade 0. I'm not sure too many people thought it'd be this type of a score this early in the game with 2:40 remaining in the second quarter.
Well, I think that in the first quarter. But I think that it's a long game.
Yeah, they're just getting warmed up. And
I'll tell you what, I followed that game while we were at St. Thomas playing Manatee, when Central was down 24-7 to Naples, and I told you they're a different animal.
You are absolutely correct, Coach DC. Absolutely correct. Yeah, we're having fun up here. I'll tell you, just the fact that it's the last game we get to watch, we get to televise, we get to, live stream right here in Sun Life Stadium. We started the year off here in Sun Life Stadium. We had 3 games here in Sun Life Stadium, but just the fact that a few nights ago they had the national championship here, it's just unbelievable.
And
they also had Florida State and NIU here.
Yeah, a couple weeks before then. So
Orange Bowl.
Hey, one thing, unfortunately, the Dolphins aren't going to have as much use of the field as much as the college and high school ball players are doing right now. But hey, hopefully that change through the draft and some free agents.
Well, here we go. Broward kicks off the ball with 2:40 left in the first quarter.
That's a nice
Man,
kick.
nice kicking in the end zone. He can run it out. It's college rules. Catches the edge, gets it out to about the 17, 18-yard line. If somebody get a number on him, and Broward County. Dade County. Who is this? Number 19?
Actually, for Dade County, I believe that's Mr. Roderick Carter. I believe that's the young man that you actually interviewed there, Coach, from Miami Central, who actually plays a little receiver, a little DB.
Right.
So
Miami Central, yes, sir.
Yeah. So he went in and showed you that he has a little bit of wheels on him as well, getting the ball off what to be the 19-yard line, or should I say the 18-yard line. Did a good job. The ball was maybe 2-3 yards back deep into the end zone.
Well, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Give off is to the tailback. And we'll get a number on him real quick here. Kind of hard to see those numbers.
That tackle was made by number 14,
Looks like
Keon
that's
Knight,
number
defensive end, 6'1", 220,
Dimitri
out
Gardner.
of South Plantation High School.
I'm gonna go off on a limb and says that's either 22. I actually, what coach? You're Dade County. What color is South Dade?
South Dade is purple.
Okay, that was not South Dade then. We're gonna go with 27. That sounds good to me, there, Coach. No, that can't be.
I'm sorry, South Dade's blue and white. Blue and white.
So we're gonna go. For
William
those that are home,
Fortress,
we are live, and it's real difficult to see.
We got a new quarterback roll to the right-hand side. Man, he throws one in there.
Good job in catching
Nice
that ball.
roll.
That looks to be number 88, Daniel DePaz, tight end, 5'9". 5'9", 160 pounds from B. Goldman.
Barbara Goldman.
Wow.
He's a little small for a tight end.
Nice throw by Cook. Nice throw by Cook. Picks up the first down.
Yep. That is.
These quarterbacks are doing a good job throwing the ball into small windows.
And that is Cook, a brother from another mother from Central. This Cook is actually from South Ridge, so not the same Cook that we're looking to go to Clemson.
32-yard line. Give off to the outside. I don't think he's going to get to the edge. No way, Jose. He picks up about a yard. 1:13 in the first quarter and counting.
That was Joshua Williams, linebacker, 6'2", 230, out of Dillard High School.
Yep. And
right.
and initially, actually, Keith Ivick, I believe I'm saying his name right, Ikevic, DN, 6'3", 200 pounds from Douglas, actually had him in the backfield and just could not hold on hard enough. So, got to come up with those tackles, though.
Clock is running under a minute, actually under 48 seconds. Cook comes back in with the play. 2nd down and 9 yards from their own 33, 34-yard line. I formation. Fakes a handoff, and he is sacked back there.
That's number 14 again, out of Dillard High School. That's out of Dillard High
Knight.
School, number 14.
Defensive end. Looks like he's out of South Plantation, Coach DC.
South Plantation is 14?
Yes.
Yep, 6'1", 220 pounds, and of course, in also applying that same pressure was Ikevic, again, number 89, and that's a young man from Douglas High School.
And that's the end of the first quarter. That brings up the score: Broward 10, Dade 0. We'll take a break as they take a break. You're watching high school sports on the #1 high school sports network in the nation, covering high school sports and high school events. This is the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
notice this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network is brought to you by Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. The Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit youth organization that specializes in empowering communities and providing opportunities for academic athletic growth. At KDA, we address vital issues concerning transitional phases of primary and secondary education through sports and academic advisory camps, health and wellness programs, and athletic scholarships, grants, and aid. We welcome you to visit our website, www.kdafoundation.org.
And we're back to live action out here at Sun Life Stadium. Broward 10, Dade 0, the start of the second quarter. Been exciting for Broward so far. And listen, quick shout out to Twan Russell and especially our guy Troy Drayton, who came on the show Wednesday night to promote this game, and also especially the Dolphins Academy that they have coming out. Twan Russell doing a great job with his foundation and the kids in the community. Great job, Twan.
That they are. And like we're getting ready to come back live. And
it's third and about 20, so it looks like they're in cover 4.
Cook takes the Statue of Liberty, gives it off to the running back. Now, I know I said that once before, and somebody laughed when I said Statue of Liberty. Was that you, Coach DC?
No, I love the Statue of Liberty. Boise State asked Oklahoma about it.
That tackle was made by Broward Patrick Foy, linebacker, 6 foot, 205 pounds, from the Dillard Panthers.
There you go, another Panther. 4th down and 13. Punt situation. Going to be kicking it to number 1 over here.
That would be
Michael
Flood.
Johnson. Booker T. Washington. I'm sorry. We're back on Broward now. There's number 1, Michael Flood from Nova High School. He takes the ball. He turns it back up the field to 35. He's up to the 40. Brings it up to about the 42-yard line. And we've got a penalty flag coming from way back where the punt, and he threw it way down the field. So
wow, that was a great tackle on a speedy receiver in open field by number 95, Cornell Gilmore, 6 foot, 290 pounds, out of Palmetto, running like that.
Yeah,
that's a big boy, man. That'll scare you.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, to be honest with you, that would scare you with somebody that size that's running along with the speedsters. Yeah, that's scary.
Somebody that size covering punts to tell you something.
He said, Coach, I want to play. I don't care. Put me in. Woo. Well, you got 2 of them.
As we say, college rules, they call you out and call your number.
Wow, that was 20-yard penalty? 2 penalties back to back?
Yes, sir.
One was declined.
One was declined. Yes, sir.
Well, Broward County will take over on their own 35-yard line. 11:07 in the second quarter.
They'll be back near the Discover sign.
Well, they moved it back a little bit more, back to the 32-yard line.
And I'm very interested to see exactly what Broward is going to come out with. They've been doing a great job in calling these plays.
Looks like they have a new quarterback in there, Coach Damien. Number 9, he's rolling to the right-hand side. We'll get his number. Wow, wide open. That's number 9. That's Gregory. Hey, that's Gregory Hankerson. That's our boy from Boyd Anderson Cobras.
That's the Cobra Pit.
Again, and he missed the wide receiver running open there.
Not used to seeing him in that big of a number.
That's correct. It's not a number 2, Action Jackson, but I believe that was number 88, Marcel Williams from Douglas, I believe.
I tell you what, Broward's doing to slow down Dade's speed. They're moving the pocket almost every time they throw the ball.
88 was from Piper. Yes, Greg Hankerson, folks. Again, 6 games, full games. Handoff is up the middle. Good hit.
There's some clocking going on down there.
Good hit. Pick up about 3-4 yards. Woo. And if you want to see these young men, coaches that are watching right now, Gregory Hagerson takes Boyd Anderson Cobras to the third round of the playoffs, way beyond their ability to get in there. 6 full games the Boyd Anderson Cobras have on there. We got all the rest of the kids, but we got 6 full games for all you coaches out there watching. Third down at about 7 yards, and 10-26.
That run previously was actually made by Marquise Magwood, the running back from St. Thomas. I'm sorry, state champions St. Thomas.
There you go. We got St. Thomas, a couple of broadcast archives as well. Well, Broward takes a timeout. As they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching the #1 high school sports network in the nation, NCRA Sports Network.
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
And we're back in live action with 10-14 remaining in the second quarter. Broward has the ball on their own 36-yard line. They're leading Dade County by a score of 10-0. And as soon as we get this play, Coach DC has a shot out. And number 9, Greg Hankerson. Man, this is when he's dangerous. Oh, boy, he throws it up. Jump ball. That isn't typical of Greg Hankerson to do anything like that, but he did it. Coach DC, give us that shout out.
I want to just say thank you to Dennis Merriquin, the offensive coordinator over at Hialeah High School. He has invited more than 300 coaches to view in this game tonight live through NCRA Sports Network. Thank you again, Dennis.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Dennis. And also, Dennis has one heck of a 7-on-7 competition that's getting ready to crank up at the end of this month.
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Well, coaches that are out there watching, we will be covering that as well. So if you can't afford to make the trip, I know you got an iPad, you'll be able to watch it on the NCRA Sports Network. And that ball is punted and takes a great roll.
Yeah, but it hit a Broward player, so that's why it'll probably be marked off at around 35, or actually
the 32.
Maybe about the 32-yard line. And again, that last play that Hankerson threw, he threw it off his back foot, right. So it had no velocity on the ball whatsoever.
Very uncharacteristic. He was always dangerous rolling, and more dangerous rolling than sitting in a pocket, but he always threw off that front foot.
Right. That kick was almost blocked by number 9, Wendell Dunn out of Palmetto, a linebacker, but the kicker was able to get it off.
Okay, Dade County lines up in the I formation. They give us to the tailback. Man, it's a quick tailback. I believe it's number 27. That's Dimitri Gardner. That's a running back, 5'9", 170 out of Miami Beach. I like that scat back. He was moving.
Just kept his feet moving. That's all you really want out of your back. Just keep your feet moving, and and hopefully eventually you'll see some daylight somewhere.
Picks up a first down for Dade on their own 43-yard line. 9:30 remaining in the first quarter. Broward County is up 10-0. Dade County's really first movement on offense. They're back up in the I formation. Gives to the fullback, and he's moving a pile.
Man, is he moving a pile.
Still moving a pile. I don't hear a whistle. Picks up about 3 yards.
Those are the toughest 3 yards I think I've seen in a very long time there, Coach. Actually trying to get a number on that fullback there.
They got a "Let's Go Broward, Go Dade" chant going on in the audience.
Yep, they got him sitting on one side of the bleachers over here in sunlight, Broward and Dade. Pretty peaceful down there. Second down and about 7 yards to go. 8:40 and counting in the second quarter. Dade County with the ball.
And that fullback was Zachary Durer, 6 foot 194 from Varela.
It's like New quarterback number 15 throws it up. That's Jose Fernandez. He's a quarterback from Miami Beach. So it looks like they got a Miami Beach combo in here now.
And that was and actually defended by a Blanche Ely defender, number 2, Rashad Robinson, quarterback receiver, 6'3", 175, and he almost climbed that ladder to get that ball. I tell you right now.
Yeah, that pass was intended for Roderick Carter out of Miami Central.
And we had Blanche Ely 2 games this season in the broadcast archives. And like I said before, if you want to see some shootout basketball tomorrow night, we're going to have Deerfield Beach, Blanche Ely, live on the NCRA Sports Network. 3rd down and 7. 8:25 remaining in the second quarter. Throws quick over here to the left-hand side. We're going to have a personal foul on the quarterback. Still going to pick up a first down and a couple more yards.
Look at that speed.
Going to be a late hit. Number 55 from the Broward team, Lionel. Oh, wait a minute. Lionel Gillum. I thought that was going to be Big Mike, but that isn't. Fellow with the same name, 6'4", 264 Plantation. I got that right?
That is correct there, Coach.
It's a big boy. Put a good lick. Yeah, it looks like Troy Cook comes back in.
That catch was made by Toro Nelson, wide receiver, 5'11", 185 out of Michael Dr. Crop. I think I've seen him a time or two.
Yes, you did,
yes,
Coach.
You did in
when
the playoffs.
Hialeah played Dr.
Down
Crop.
at Trask Powell playoff game. Saw him a little too much.
More than we wanted to see him. That's why he's here.
Well, Dade will take the ball on the Broward 32-yard line. That was a big penalty. Line up. Cook is back in. High formation. He drops back, throws it to the right-hand side. He throws it up with 2 defenders down there.
Yeah. One thing as the defensive back, you need to realize that, first of all, he realized that he had help over top. At the same token, you need to understand who's going to be at the highest point. Everybody wants their name in the lights. At the same time, you got to be a little bit unselfish and actually let somebody get the ball. That was actually a turnover and possibly going the opposite way.
Yeah, Coach, but they make plays. They're out there to make plays. So they can't wait for someone else to make it. I just think the quarterbacks are really hanging the ball up in the air tonight for some reason. All of them have hung it. So maybe it's the wind or the air, but they're hanging the ball out and hanging these receivers out to dry.
Cook brings it back up. I formation, 32-yard line, 8:13 second quarter. Broward is up 10-0. To give it to the tailback up the middle. He doesn't pick up anything.
Yep, and that tackle was actually made by number 16, Rashad Land, wide receiver tight end combo there, 6'3", 187 pounds from Coconut Creek High School. Looked like he's playing a little DB there as well. So,
yeah, we were over at Coconut Creek High School when we covered the Monarch Northeast game, weren't we?
Yes, we were, and that was a phenomenal game when Monarch almost pulled it off, and Mr. Wallace took it to the house, with like a 50, I want to say 60-yard take back, but of course
64 to be exact.
64. There you go, Coach. Appreciate it.
There we go. Cook in the backfield, single back, spread him out. He's looking to his left. He throws a screen, middle screen up the middle. It's going to take down to about the 13-yard line.
But there's a flag.
Puts the ball down on the ground, and there is a flag.
There's a flag. There's a helmet, and there's the ball on the ground. All 3.
7:20 remaining in the second quarter.
Looks like a personal foul on the defense.
Yeah, whenever you see a helmet flying around, somebody snatched that off.
That's number 4, but that's not uncharacteristic of the 305.
But the 305 actually got the penalty in their favor this time.
You got that right. I remember, what was the game, Coach? Central Booker. No, it was Northwestern Central.
Oh,
what we had? We had 6 personal fouls, 3 and 3, like right out the chute.
Right out the chute.
They'd play physical, and they weren't giving up anything.
And of course, you want to also take in consideration of the rules. Technically, with the new rules being that if your helmet comes off, you sit out. But because it was forced off due to that penalty, he does not have to come out for a game. For a play.
Well, that brings up first down and goal from about
they're in the power eye.
Half. Love it. Power eye. Gives a big tailback there.
Wow.
Brings it down to about the 3-yard line. Who is that? He's the size of King.
I know one thing.
26.
Number 26. That's William Cortez, 6'1", 170. He's got to be bigger than 170 from South Dade. Long hair don't care.
Yeah,
Looks
come
like
on.
a timeout white.
That's a typo.
Yeah, maybe 270.
Well, we got a timeout. Broward County calls it with 6:36 in the first quarter. Broward leading 10-0. Stay with us as they take a break. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network is brought to you by Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. The Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit youth organization that specializes in empowering communities and providing opportunities for academic athletic growth. At KDA, we address vital issues concerning transitional phases of primary and secondary education through sports and academic advisory camps, health and wellness programs, and athletic scholarships, grants, and aid. We welcome you to visit our website, www.kdafoundation.org. HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
And we're back to live action. Dade County with the ball down at the 3.5 yard line. 2nd and goal. I formation. Cook hands off. No, he's going to take it.
He has a
power,
convoy.
little jet sweep into the corner.
Good job by Cortez. Wow.
That's just a quarterback keeper. Old USC student body right with the quarterback.
Dade County gets on the board. Broward County.
No, that's
Dade County gets on the board.
That was more like Dade. That was actually Dade County right there, Coach. I don't know if you call student body. That was
He had a convoy.
Well, they score that at 6:29 in the second quarter.
Our friend Emilio can't kick this year because he's only a junior.
Oh, my goodness. He'd be kicking it in the upper level.
Probably kick it out of the stadium.
Kick it to Key Biscayne. Kick is good. Brings a score. Broward 10, Dade 7 with 6:29 remaining in the game. Well, that was quick. Came back for a break. We're going to a timeout, a water break. As we go to a water break, we'll take a short break. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
Well, we're back to live action. 6:29 remaining in the second quarter. Broward County 10, Dade 7. Had another young man tell everyone going to Tulane. Did we pick up his name?
Yes, sir. That was number 13, William Townsend, DB, 5'10", 175 pounds, from Miami, Norland, another Norland.
Committed to Tulane University.
He is going to Tulane. Great school, great institute, and Tulane got a great athlete.
Right down in New Orleans.
Kickoff to the right-hand corner. Wow. Number 2.
It's a good thing because he was going to get pummeled. It's probably a good idea for him for them to wave that one off.
Well, that was Rashad Robinson, cornerback wide receiver out of Blanche Ely High School, 6'3", 175. And, fumbled that ball in the end zone, in the corner end zone, and these guys are coming down trying to make a place on the roster.
That they are. And again, there are quite a few young men that have not signed with anybody just yet, and they're waiting for, someone to offer them something. So those colleges that are out there, you have a lot of young men down here that would need to be on some form of team out there. That's good.
All right, we've got Broward County with the ball at their own 20-yard line. Whistles.
Little early movement.
Early whistles, and number 12 is back in, John Franklin at quarterback. That's a quarterback committed to Florida State, 6'2". And folks, while they walk off this penalty, we want to let you know that BCAA, the Broward County Athletic Association, has a small county fair that is always in February after signing day, and we will be having our second annual 2013 Senior Combine Showcase. For all you coaches that are watching, you'll be able to see over 100 players that'll be competing, times, combines, and they'll be able to showcase their stuff. We will also be able to have all their information with regards to high school resume, their ACT scores, their SAT scores, their transcripts. So, folks, don't miss that one. Coaches, especially you, if you're tuning in right now, don't miss it. NCRASportsNetwork.com and HSPNSports.com. We will have more dates to come. If you want to stay in touch with us, hit us up on Facebook and or any one of the websites. Broward County has the ball. They lost 3 yards on the last play.
They have a new tailback in, Magwood, out of St. Thomas.
There you go. Franklin rolls to the rolls to the left-hand side, throws against his shoulder, and he picks up about 10 yards on the play. It's going to be 2 yards short of the first down. We got 5:42 remaining in the second quarter. And also, if you want to get in touch with any of us, you can email me at Glenn, Glenn, at NCRASportsNetwork.com. You can email Damien at Damien, Damien, at NCRASportsNetwork.com, or Coach DC at NCRASportsNetwork.com. We've got third down and short. Give us to the tailback, number 34. Man, he is hitting the backfield, and that looks like number 9 of Dade County. That is Wendell. Blowing in my hand. That is Wendell Dunn, linebacker, 190 from Palmetto. Great play. Shot, what was it, A-gap, B-gap?
A-gap.
Got the A-gap. He got in there quick.
And I believe that's the same young man that's actually going to Wake Forest, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So Wake Forest, you did a good job, and that's the ACC. So I'm sad to say that Florida State didn't get him.
Roger Carter from Miami Central's back deep.
The kick is up. Short man takes it. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Woo.
Puts his helmet down. That looks like number 21.
And there's a
Late
flag.
flag. Going to be another personal foul. That looked like it was number 21, Trayon Garnett from Miami Beach. I hope I have that right from you, Trayon, on the punt return.
That flag will be on number 7 from Miami Jackson.
Devondre Powell.
Let's see what they call.
Miami
Right
Jackson's easy to spot, Glenn, because they have helmets identical of the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Personal foul. Number 8, kicking team. 15 yards, close scrimmage kick, enforcement.
Actually, it didn't go against Powell. It went against Broward.
That was our young man, Richard Lopez,
Yes.
from BA.
Hey, listen, you can't stop a cobra. You can only hope to contain it. And cobras get, they get a little vicious at times. So, no apologies. We just play hard. Next play, Lopez. Next play.
Well, Cook brings the play back in. We've got 4:56 remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to have to run down another 15 yards on that personal foul. Beat down inside the Broward's 37-yard line.
And a short field for Dade.
Which is always dangerous.
And they may just be getting warmed up after that last touchdown. Cook's 3-step drop. He's looking to his left-hand side. Throws it over the middle. Has a man open. Just throws it over the outreach hands.
Oh, he's got to make that catch. He's on the show. He's on the show. He's on display. He's down, though.
I think he probably fell down awkwardly. He's still down. I actually thought that he was just embarrassed that he didn't make the catch, but it looks like he actually injured himself. And we hope that he's all right.
I believe that's Powell from Jackson, that's Christopher Williams from Jackson, number 6.
Well, we got some exciting stuff coming up for you folks. We're rolling from football season into basketball season. We're not only going to cover the guys, we're covering the girls.
Even doing cheerleading, Coach.
We're doing cheer. You guys are catching, what is it, Saturday morning?
I believe, yes, I believe that there's a cheerleading competition at Dillard High School. It's
10 a.m. Saturday morning.
It
you're
is
going.
10 o'clock. And, listen, we want to let everybody know cheerleaders, they actually have a lot of athleticism with the tumbling they have to do. And, they actually have to be pretty strong to carry the pyramid. And it's, I think cheerleading is very underestimated when it comes to the ladies. So, we're covering that too. So, listen, colleges, if you see a cheerleader that you want, hey, look on NCRA Sports, and we're covering them as well.
Not only that, not only are they athletic, they have courage.
Absolutely.
They have more courage than all of us put together. How many of you would let someone throw you up 19 feet in the air and fall down hoping someone catch you?
Coach, listen,
No,
I'm not allowing anybody to pick me up off the ground half the time because I think their palms are sweaty, and I'm scared I might be right back down where I started. So the very fact that you're going to put me on top of a pyramid and have, listen, I had a cousin. She know who she is. She actually fell at one of those games on the basketball court, and it was in front of a big rivalry game, and it's like, hey, don't do that again. And she went up again and fell again. So, but my thing is, I love her. She knows who she is. If she's listening, I love you, cuz.
Well, he's walking off the field, so that's a good sign.
I think the wind probably just got knocked out of him.
That was number 82, Vincent Hall out of Miami Jackson.
It looks like maybe the wind just got knocked out of him because he actually did fall, maybe right on his back where his lungs are. So probably just knocked the wind out of him, hopefully.
Brings up second down and 10. Cook is back. Set back. He's looking to his left-hand side, and he has a man. He underthrows it with 4:46 remaining in the second quarter. It was neat today when we went over to Blanche Ely to do a sound check and all the wires and make sure we're going to have a good feed tomorrow. When we saw the guys, we're waiting for the guys, and the girls came in, and I had a couple of the girls come up. They were basketball players, and I said, we're going to cover you guys early. And they said, you're going to cover girls basketball? I said, absolutely, we're covering girls basketball. You should have seen them light up. There's nobody covering girls basketball except for the only sports network in the nation covering high school sports. And what is the name of it, Damian?
NCRA Sports. You better believe it. I mean, this is what we do all day, every day, 24/7. Actually, we go 25/8 if we can.
There's that Statue of Liberty, the wide open field. Oh, my goodness, he's going to be run down from behind. He had all kind of green in front of him. Number 34 for Broward County. Who is that?
That's Griffin Goins. The linebacker, fullback, 6'1", 235 from Hollywood Hills.
My goodness, he had a lot of green in front of him.
He just showed college speed.
Because he came from the opposite side of the field, Coach.
Holy mackerel.
That, and of course, that was a beautifully designed play. I mean, you can't do any better than that. With the head coach. And, of course, we didn't even mention the head coach. The head coach for Broward County is Doug Gatewood. And the head coach for Dade County is Chavez Clements. So we want to also give a lot of love and shout out to those coaches as well. But that was a beautifully designed play by Dade County there.
That brings up a first down to give us to the tailback again. And
that turf monster.
Falls down on the turf.
I'll tell you one thing. That I want to say that could be the leading tackler of every game is that turf, I tell you.
Has another 10-yard gain.
Yeah, that was Leroy Wilson. Leroy Wilson, the running back. 6 foot, 185 out of South Dade. He was tackled by the turf monster.
Coach, I'm going to put it out there. I have a big issue with some of these weights because there's no in the world some of these kids are the size that they say that they are. No in the world. I actually saw that young man up close, and he looks every bit as big as I do, and I'm over 200 pounds. I'm just saying.
Well, Cook brings him up. It is first down at the 12-yard line, 3:47 and counting in the second quarter. He is set back.
Same play. If they're not stopping it, go for it. Jet sweep.
Yep. Number 2. Cuts it up. Oh, my goodness. That was a horse collar.
You got the front of the jersey there.
Coach, that's what we call a body snatcher. And he just snatched his body completely off of him on that play. That was good job. I mean, because if he doesn't make that tackle, it's either a first down or a touchdown.
I watched number 2 there from Miami Central. What a move. He was dragged down by the hair. He just got enough of the jersey because he made that kid miss an open field.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're coming up to 3 minutes on the second quarter. It's second down from the 12.5-yard line for Dade County. They are down 10-7.
Let's see if they go Dade County right again.
Power I formation. Cook's back, straight back, 5-yard 5-step drop. He rolls to the right. He throws it away. He almost gets it picked off.
Oh, we got a flag. That's a bad call. He actually hit him as he released the ball. That was a little bit too much of a petty call there. I got to disagree with the referees on that one.
Yeah, that's going to be an automatic first down, half a distance to the goal.
Do not agree with that one at all.
And folks and coaches, if you don't know it by now, Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, the foundation that makes this all possible, our 501c3 that is free to all high school student athletes, been around since 2001, is reason NCRA Sports Network exists. And we are proud to say that it is our 12th year. We are giving a shout out to Silk Cozart up there in Tennessee, with Elizabeth Lavulu out there on the West Coast, Utah and LA, with the whatitdo.com, and also our guy down here, the Reggae Run-Ins, Mr. Tonto Irie on Hot 105, to give it to the tailback. He powers it up into a touchdown for Dade County. That is a 7-yard touchdown run.
That is Cortez. I mean, long hair, don't care. Cortez bumbles and bumbles right into the end zone. And unfortunately, Notre Dame couldn't catch that much paint during the game. So Cortez is doing a great job of making sure that he does more than what Notre Dame could have done in the BCS National Championship game.
Well, as
good
we
job,
see,
Dade County.
Miami-Dade has erased that 10-point lead.
Just took them a minute to get warmed up, Coach DC.
They start slow, Coach.
Well, after this conversion's up, and conversion is good with 2:41 remaining in the second quarter, brings the score to Dade County 14, Broward 10. They're taking a quick break. We too will take a quick break. You're watching the #1 high school sports network in the land, NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
And we're back to live action. As you can see, folks, there's 2:41 left in the clock. Dade County 14, Broward County 10. And like I was saying earlier, KeepingDreamsAliveFoundation.org. Check it out. Academic mentoring to its best. Mr. Pat Lowe, who was on Hot 105 Tuesday. And if you missed that Hot 105 interview from Pat Lowe, one of the founders and the director of education, you can go to KeepingDreamsAliveFoundation.org, click on the news, and click that link and get Pat Lowe up close on the Tom and the Joyner Morning Show.
Not to mention, he did one of the most brave things. He actually gave his cell phone number out to millions of people. I'm pretty sure, if Pat, if you're listening, you're probably not, because your battery's low right now. I mean, his battery is probably exploded right now.
He couldn't make it to the game tonight because he's still making callbacks.
Yeah, I bet. Well, we got to see exactly what Broward County is going to do. Who's coming in at quarterback right here? Looks to be Franklin from South Plantation, the Florida State commit. They're going to have to come up with something. And I'm looking at maybe King getting his ball right off tackle to the left over here. Or up the middle.
Up the middle, the big boy King.
I mean, Big Daddy King is doing it big, and I love the way that he runs. If he's stumbling forward. If he's running forward, but he's always keeping his head up to see if there's a hole somewhere. I mean, he is, I would say, a Lacey type running back. Maybe not have the same exact speed, but I tell you, he's very elusive, deceptively, for his size.
And what a humble young man.
Oh man, wow, is he?
And that brings up a first down for Broward. with 2:14 remaining. Dade takes a timeout. And the real reason Pat Lowe isn't here tonight, and Pat, I was just kidding you, is that wonderful, beautiful, cute little daughter of yours, Cassidy, has a birthday today. Cassidy Lowe, happy birthday from all of us at the NCRA Sports Network.
Yes,
and as they take a
happy
break,
birthday.
we too will take a break. You're watching the #1 high school sports network in the land. This is NCRA Sports Network and HSPNsports.com. Stay tuned.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
And we're back to live action. Broward has the ball. Franklin fakes a give on a zone read. He takes it, picks up maybe a yard. With 2:07 in the clock running in the second quarter, Dade County is leading 14-10.
And I suspect that Dade County actually called a timeout to see if they can actually probably get ready to get this ball back so they can go ahead and get another scoring before the halftime. And right now, 1 minute and about 45 seconds left in the second quarter.
And the clock is running to give us to the fullback up the middle. And that is that King still in there?
That is Big Daddy King. Big
Yeah,
Daddy
it is.
King may have over 100 yards before the day is over.
Picks up about 4 yards.
Looks like Broward's trying to strike back. Let's see, can they convert on this third down?
Clock is running under 1:20. Third down at about 6, but it doesn't really matter. The clock is running under 1:13. Franklin fakes the give. He comes around the left-hand side. Picks up maybe 2 or 3 yards. They better hurry up. Clock is at just under 1 minute. Whistles are blowing. Somebody call timeout.
I would think Broward will punt here, but you never know. It's an all-star game.
Yeah, and Dade County does want that ball back. They're starting to smell blood.
Yeah, Dade County reminds me of what Dade County does. We watched Miami Central a few times really start slow, but they finish fast. And when you got Cook running the ball, everything's fast.
But that's
fast forward.
That is an oxymoron to say that Dade County starts slow, considering that they have all the speed down there. But I'll tell you right now, I mean, this is just an exciting feel. And the shame of it all is that we have a nice crowd right now, but it's not as big as this rivalry should be. So when NCRA does theirs next year, we're going to show exactly how it's going to be done. You know, we got to make sure that these kids get as much support as they possibly can. This may be the last chance that any of these kids may even ever see the football field again, and you want them to go out big.
Look at this, Coach. They're going for fourth down. Give this to King.
Big Daddy King.
Wow.
Look at him moving the pile.
He is still moving the pile. He's moving the pile, picking up another 7-8 yards.
That's why we call him Big Daddy.
I got goosebumps on that one, Coach Damien.
That is why you call him Big Daddy. You want to call him Big Daddy, tractor trailer. You can call him anything you want to. But I tell you right now, you may want to call him U-Haul. Oh. Well, they can say that the helmet came off. That's the penalty that stopped the clock right there. Also, it was a first down. But, the player has to sit out. That's the new rule that they tapped in this year to keep the kids safe.
Just under 40 seconds, actually 36 seconds in the second quarter. Franklin's back. He fakes it, gives it to the tailback, but he fumbles the ball, lays it down on the 37-yard line.
Just to
Clock is
piggyback off the crowd, look, it's not a bad crowd. It's just a big stadium.
Very big stadium. I guess they're going to try to get one more play in, 16, 15 seconds and counting. Franklin takes a snap. He drops the snap, and it looks like Dade County picks the ball up. This could be dangerous. There's one man out there. He cuts it back to the left-hand side. There's one man remaining. They're going to ride him down.
Darius Huggins
goodness.
makes the tackle.
That runs the clock out, but we do have a penalty flag, and it won't end on a penalty.
And that was actually the Wake Forest commit again, Mr. Dunn.
Man, you get lazy against Dade, you will get stung quick.
Coach, it's like trying to put a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. It makes no sense. If you're gonna help them give the ball a game away, just go ahead and forfeit. Dade doesn't need help to win the game.
We'll see what the call is. Folks, don't leave us during halftime. We've got a lot of updates. We got DC back in the booth, and we've got a lot to talk about. Yes, they're breaking for half. We're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back after this short intermission. This is Glenn Stout, Damian Hunt, Coach DC on the #1 high school sports network in the nation, NCRA Sports and HSPNSports.com. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation. HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
We're here, we got your back.
And you can go back and get your college degree and come back and help us, man.
It all started with a dream. And now it's up to us to keep it alive.
If you're sitting out there and you're wondering, you have to start that process.
Education comes first. You never know what the future holds.
Gave me a better opportunity to make it in life. Live your dreams.
Down the booze room, great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste, you found the right place. Come on down the booze room, great taste is just the beginning.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
You are watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation. HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
Well, folks, we're back with you live here at Sun Life Stadium. This is Glenn Stout with Damian Hunt and Coach DC and my son Ryan Stout switching tonight. Man, what a pleasure that is. My first game that I haven't had to have 3 arms and 4 legs in different directions. We've got Bob Webster with us tonight, KDA. We've got Reed Webster, his son, on camera with us tonight. We have Elijah Thompson that's usually with us. He'll be with us tomorrow night as we go ahead and shoot the Deerfield Beach Blanche-Ely Tigers basketball game. We're going to be shooting the game tomorrow night live, and also we're going to catch the girls varsity game. So you'll be able to catch that on the archive broadcast. The live game will be later that evening, about 7:30, and it's going to be a barn burner. They got us tucked in over in the corner, and as they tuck us in the corner, we're going to be able to broadcast the game and not have anybody jump in front of us, because I heard there's going to be a lot of slam dunks. So we hope you tune in, and as you tune in, we hope you're doing your thing. Let me give you some of the updates that we've got going on, so you'll know how to follow us the rest of the couple weeks. Tomorrow, Saturday morning, we've got the BCAA competition for the cheerleading championship. Then following that evening, we have live Deerfield Beach High School basketball game against, like I said, against Blanche-Ely Tigers. And later on that evening, if you want to hear some great reggae, my son is the producer of one of the number one reggae show in the land with DJ Tonto Irie. Tonto Irie is with us, KDA Foundation, and he is all about the kids from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then on Wednesday, we'll have our usual, let's go back. At Sunday and Monday, don't miss the Tournament of Champions Martin Luther King Classic. And we will be Wednesday on our regular high school sports review from Brews Room in Coral Springs, hosted by my son, Glenn Stout, with Damian Hunt and, thank goodness, Coach DC. Friday, we're back at you with Atlantic High School and the BCAA Wrestling Championship, and then we go live from Atlantic Community High School for their basketball game at 6 p.m. And we've got a ton of stuff going on now, and we want to be able to capture as many of these student athletes as we can. The whole purpose of the NCRA Sports Network is to put a light on our Keeping Dreams Alive kids, and that is girls and guys. And we're just excited to be able to bring you all of this sports action, not only sports action, but high school events. You'll see some documentaries coming out of us. You're also going to see something really exciting. We have radio programming on our own 560sports.com. That's a 560sports.com, where we have archive radio broadcasts already up. And we're really excited to announce that our West Coast new partnered up with Elizabeth Lavulu and the whatitdo.com with the whatitdo.com sports talk radio in the booth. That will be by our broadcaster Innan out there, played at Arizona and then went on to play in the league. He will have a star-studded cast of sporting events from high school, college, and the professional ranks. That will be a 3-hour program on the What It Do Sports Talk Radio. And then we can bring it back over to our coast, and you'll be able to catch Tonto Irie on our new islandvibes.com with the #1 DJ, reggae DJ in the land. You'll get times and places. Just follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on the websites, and you can get us basically anywhere. We're excited to be down here at Sun Life Stadium, man. I'm more excited than that to have DC and Ryan Stout back with us, especially DC. Well, I'll tell you what, we had some scares, a lot of prayers, and folks, if you see our broadcast archives, you were with us. And I know DC and Yamil, his girlfriend, was thankful that we were giving shout-outs. They were all over the place. And, man, DC, it is really great to see you back. And it just felt like there was a void on the team, didn't it, Damien?
It always does. I mean, especially when I'm talking enough smack for all of us about Dade County. We had nobody to bring up Dade County. And I'm like, okay, I need somebody to talk a little smack, and we're all from Broward County. I'm like, this. But
he got me converted, Coach Damien. I don't know. I've been sitting next to him so long. That was the thing. You know, we had it. One of the half times, I put him on point. I said, Coach DC, what's up with this? I'm impressed. I, like you, Damien, am a product of Broward County.
Absolutely.
Old school, but a product of Broward County. But we got our tails whooped by a 305 as well, and I want to know what's up. So Coach DC got in depth, and from that point on, and watching these young athletes, you know, Dalvin Cook and Yarby and Tice and these guys and these rivalries, and being in here in Sun Life Stadium and realizing, man, this is a home stadium for some of these guys, and you know, we're at Lockhart, and they can't play in Lockhart, and they don't have high school stadiums on their fields, and they got to go to a central location. Coach DC, man, it is great to have you back, and yep, I'm a 305 guy. I went to the Citrus Bowl, and I was all over that 305 because I warned them all. So you got me brainwashed.
That's great, Coach. It's great to be back. 305 definitely in the house. We got to slow this 954 down here because Damian Hunt is kind of off the chain right now. You know, like when the parents away, the kids kind of tear up the house. He's tearing up the house right now.
Got away with it too.
Well, you gave me a key. What am I supposed to do? But I mean, no. I mean, you know, with all sincerity, it is good to have DC back. You know, the truth of the matter is, you know, can the broadcast go on? Yes, but you know what? The truth of the matter is, a car can also go with certain things missing. But when everything is clicking the right way, when you have your timing belt, when all your wheels are aligned, you got a smoother ride, and that's exactly what we have right here. You know. We have a smooth ride going on, and we feed off one another so well. So the truth of the matter is, you know, this is a family. We get on each other. We disagree. We agree, but at the same time, we love each other at the end, and that's what it's all about, man. And I'm loving every bit of it.
Hey, another thing that I wanted to mention that just came to mind is, you know, it wasn't just Coach DC and Ryan Stout. Got a call about a week ago from Eric Hickson, who is the athletic director for Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. And I'll tell you what, Coach Hickson says to me, Coach Stout, you know, I haven't called you in about 10 days. I said, yeah, that's right. What's up, man? He said, I've been in the hospital 10 days with this spinal virus, meningitis virus. I said, are you kidding me? Now, we got Eric Hickson in the hospital on the edge. We got Coach DC in the hospital on the edge. We got Ryan Stout on New Year's Eve getting IVs at home with a attack appendicitis. Let me tell you something. Evil things will not keep us out because we've got the goodness that we keep churning on, and we give all the goodness to where it comes from our Lord, and nobody is going to keep us down. Just a shout out to you, Evil One. We are back, and we're back full force.
That's right, and we're going to stay full force.
Absolutely. I mean, the truth of the matter is we had to get all that stuff out for 2012 to make room for 2013, so now everybody's a new creation. You know, but the truth of the matter is, again, like you said, you know, the good Lord has blessed us with the opportunity to do this. And the truth of the matter is also we have so much love that we give out, and the good Lord has allowed us to receive that same blessing. So, you know, we're having a great time here. I mean, who can say that they're in Sun Life Stadium, like we are? I mean, it's gorgeous. The weather is beautiful. We were out there on the field doing interviews. Coach, I mean, this is what South Florida is all about, and not to mention the South Florida football, the best football on the planet. I love it. And as we saw actually from the Sugar Bowl, with as many Dade County players that were on the University of Louisville team, Dade County is off the chain. I will give props where props due. I may not like a lot of the Dade County, but you got to respect all of them. I'm telling you right now. And they showed up in that Sugar Bowl.
They sure did. Hey, listen, we got a special shout out right now because guess who? Coach Hickson, I know you're watching because we got a shout out for a young man that's playing on Broward County tonight, and we followed him this year. Number 20, that you've seen him tonight, Calvin Savage, defensive back, 6 foot, 180 pounds, from Dillard High School. That's where Eric Hickson graduated, and so did the founder of Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, graduated from Dillard High School. Calvin Savage, Dillard, keep doing your thing. Coach Hickson, I know you're up in Indiana. All I can say is I hope your heater works.
I'll tell you one thing, shout out to Coach Hickson, because I actually went to college at Hanover College in Hanover, Indiana. And in April, one day it was 70 degrees. The next day it dropped 20 inches of snow. And, with my Florida self, one day I'm going to school and going to class in shorts. The next day I had a big, gigantic starter jacket on, with like 4 layers of clothes. So I'm letting you know right now, there's nothing like South Florida. Of course, I'm from New Jersey, also born there, but you got to love this Florida weather. I mean, we're in January, and it's like 70 degrees with a beautiful breeze, and we're here in shorts. This is crazy.
For all y'all that are watching us around the country and around the world, as a matter of fact, I just saw the weather tonight. We got 15 days above normal, which we'll take all day long.
All day long.
I don't know about you guys, but we still got our AC going. Hey, let's bring it back down here to the district. I see, Coach DC, you got that iPad up and rolling. And I know there's been some district changes. Why don't you give the folks a little update on what's going on with the district mix-up?
Yeah, Glenn, I'll chit-chat about a few changes in just a couple districts that's really major. In 8A, we have Coral Springs, Coral Glades, Deerfield Beach, Douglas, Monarch, Piper, South Plantation, and Taravella, now all in the same district. The districts were 3 and 4 teams. Now they're up to 8 and 9. So it's going to be tough to get in now.
Yeah, I like that better. That's like the old days.
Oh, yeah.
The old days, we had 12 schools. You had to more or less go undefeated to go to the next level. You had to earn it. I like that.
Right, and the other 8A district that's pretty tough is going to be Cooper City, Western, Cypress Bay Western, Miramar, Everglades, Flanagan, Pembroke Pines, MacArthur, Miramar High School, and Western of Davie.
I love it. I love it.
That's going to be pretty tough. But the biggest shakeup of them all, I must go and tell you that it's in the 7A. 7A is going to be quite a shakeup. We have American from Hialeah, Homestead, Miami Springs, Miami Central, Miami Sunset, Miami South Ridge, North Miami Beach, Reagan Doral, South Miami, and Westland Hialeah. But that's not the real shakeup. The real shakeup is that Miami Central has moved to 7A, and the top dog in 7A is St. Thomas. So in order to get from down here, they will have to clash.
St. Thomas, get ready for Mr. Yarby and Mr. Hawk, the cook.
Woo! And again, we always call Cook. I mean, yes, he is the chef, but I tell you right now, he's a microwave. He is definitely not a slow cooker. He's not a crock pot by a long shot.
I've been seeing his name fly around on the internet world, and I'll tell you what, they cranked him up. They must have been watching our broadcast because we're the only ones that been broadcasting them all year. And hey, there's a shout out to Miss Cook. I'll tell you what, Coach DC, Miss Cook is out there rallying them up, and we're sorry we couldn't go over to Naples, but man, oh man. Coach DC, tell us about Mrs. Cook.
Ms. Cook is a wonderful lady. Wonderful lady, has a wonderful son, has raised a great son, and he's just doing everything she's asked of him. He's a great athlete. He's a great student. And that's just something to be proud of. And congratulations, Ms. Cook. You're doing a great job.
And Coach Telly doing a heck of a job. We love covering you guys in the championship, and we can't wait to get you guys again.
Well, I'm looking at one more district, Coach, in 6A, and it's District 16, 6A. And the thing is, I think Northwestern right now is probably the happiest team in Dade County. They have dropped Miami Central from their district.
Well, that doesn't make me happy.
No, but I believe they want that district because those are big-time games. Those are big-time sellers. They're going to fill stadiums, and they want that game. And, you know, Northwestern, they like to be in this district, but they want Central. They don't – Northwestern feels like in order to be the best, you got to beat the best, and they want the best.
But at the same time, Coach, as we all know, that, you know, just because they're not in the same district does not mean they won't schedule that game, because they will have a flooding of the gates. So, I mean, it could still be that, you know, hey, they still will, you know, schedule that game.
Yeah, but before they schedule that game, they better look at their district.
Uh-oh.
they still have Miami Carroll City and Miami Norland in their district.
Uh-oh.
So it's no slouch by any stretch of the imagination. So, and then you have Berlin Jesuit down in Miami, and Goldman in Miami, and HML, Hialeah Miami Lakes, who's an up-and-coming team. So this is not Northwestern's to own by no stretch of the imagination. So we got to get ready, but I'm telling you, it's been a little shake-up, and if it remains this way, it could be pretty tough for St. Thomas and Central to get from down here.
Yeah, hey, well, again, this is why we play this game. We want the best competition, and Miami definitely has awesome competition down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you talk about great competition, I know as a fan you feel a little different, but as a player, when I played at the University of Pittsburgh, and we played Florida State, or we went into Notre Dame, or we went down to Georgia, or we went to Tennessee, the players, we embrace that.
Absolutely.
We look forward to that.
Absolutely.
The fans are a little nervous, but the players embrace it.
Absolutely.
Well, we're back to live action. We've been at live action out here, as you can see. We've got to get cameras going. The clock is rolling, and Broward looks like it's getting ready to kick off to Dade County. We hope you enjoyed the halftime. Our last half of the regular season carried over into 2013 with Twan Russell, the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphin Academy doing a great job putting this together, the third annual Broward versus Dade. And Dade has been woken up. It's 14-10. Coach DC, what do you expect to see this second half?
Well, Broward's got to make plays or Dade will put them away.
Well, the kick is deep, takes it out of the end zone, trying to bring it over the left hash. He's going to run all the way across the field. He does
gets
catch
the
it,
edge,
but he goes out.
He steps out of bounds.
Wow.
Woo! He was ready.
That's number 11. That's Nicholas Norris. We've called his name before. Wide receiver.
Quite a bit. Booker T. Washington.
That's Coach Ice. Congratulations.
State champions Booker T. Washington. Let's not forget about
champions. And we've got that one in our broadcast archives when they took it to that North team.
Yeah.
Pound the rock stuff up in the North Florida.
They took it to Jacksonville Bowls, and it was a beatdown.
Yeah, they threw some bowls.
I think Harris had a record day.
It was definitely a beatdown.
And that Harris is a sophomore or junior?
Junior.
Junior, okay. He comes out as a senior.
It reminded me of what I saw in the BCS.
All right, Dade County has the ball. We've got it third quarter. Give is to the tailback on the zone. Reed picks up about 8-9 yards, and he's whipped down. Somebody give me that quarterback's number. Is that number 12? Let's see. Number 16 for Dade County now, quarterback Deron Hollis. He's 6 foot 190 out of Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning High School over in North Miami.
They're setting him back. Got twins. First down and 10.
Ooh. Get a little chippy.
Movement. Look at big number 74, Coach. Is that one of your Dade Wall That's Jordan Ray's.
No, that's from Dr.
Crop. That's one you saw.
Number 71 is one of the
74.
Great Wall of Dade.
Well, 74.
That's Jamel Revolta.
Okay.
Coach, he is 6'2". I don't know where they got 285 from. But he's every bit of 3 and some change.
That's a lot of change there, Coach. A lot of change. You could probably buy a house with that change.
Yeah, he's every bit about 340.
75 Rafael
And he's
Castillo.
about 6'4".
Actually,
from,
Coach,
Dr.
we were
Crop.
actually down there, and Bob and I was actually talking about that number 74. He got to be every bit of maybe 6'6", 6'7". So I'm not sure where some of these comparables coming from, but
well, it's first down and 15.
they coming like a
Set back, zone read, gives to the tailback. He's trying the left side. He may pick up 1 or 2, but he's not going to get
He's
much.
going to pick up 15.
He's going to pick up that stingy Broward County defense.
He's going to pick up 15. That was a face mask, Coach. That was a face mask, Damien.
Oh, boy.
Well, hey, listen. They said if you don't, they tend to say by any means necessary, but they don't want a flag to be the end result of that.
25, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Number 25 is Kyle Diner, the running back linebacker combo, 6 foot 215 from Pinecrest. Shout out to Pinecrest. I see you, Coach Flynn, the AD over there at Pinecrest.
But Pinecrest, you can't grab the face mask.
They're smart over there. They know that.
Brings it out to the 48-yard line with 10:33 remaining in the third quarter. Back to throw, throws it over the middle. Just throws it behind the receiver.
That's a dangerous throw, and to be honest with you, the receiver either needs to catch it or try his best to try to knock it down. They would actually bounce around in the air a little bit. It had 2 defenders there, 2 linebackers waiting for that pass. And like you said, threw right behind him. That's a dangerous, dangerous pass by the quarterback.
That went right through the hands of Charles Williams, wide receiver, 5'11", 190, out of Champagnat in Miami.
Boy, we went down to Champagnat. Folks, if you want to see something, you need to visit that school. And you got Coach Don Drummond down there as coaching staff. Man, these kids practice on asphalt parking lot. Asphalt parking lot. Hats off to that coaching staff and these young men.
That smashing tackle was made by number 25.
And that run was actually by Joshua Young, wide receiver, 6 foot 180 from Coral Reef. And yeah, Coach, that's and you want to know what the difference is between Dade County and Broward County? Well, Dade County they have nothing, and to be honest with you, a lot of the schools don't have too much there, and they're willing to do anything by any means necessary to play football. Broward County has a little bit more of a cushion.
Well, in Dade County, you go by the parks during the weekend, they're filled.
Well, here we go, third down and 10. Back to throw. Gets it out here to number 3, spinning around. About an 8-yard gain. That's Charles Williams. Champagnat again. Well, we were covering the 12 and 20 tour, and Ryan went down, and he came back with some pictures that blew me away. An old apartment complex, 2-story, small parking lot, chain link fence with a shed back in the back, and their practice field is on a parking lot is probably no bigger than 100 by 50. And I was watching them. They got every coach in the nation visiting that place. So, Coach Drummond, hats off to you, man. Keep doing your thing.
Look like they're putting in the heavy-duty package.
Yeah, but they better hurry up because I think they're going to have to call a timeout. Yeah. Play clock was down to like 1.
Well, as they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout.
Number 71.
That's one of the great wall of Dade. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation. At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
Looks like they have an unbalance.
Looks like a power eye. Cook is back in at quarterback. He pitches the ball to the tailback.
Ah.
No way,
Come here.
Jose. Number 95 from Broward County. My goodness. Mark Magidius. Bain. Oh, that's Bain from
That's
University.
Big Money Bain, yeah.
That's Big Bain.
That's Big Bain, committed to LSU.
Oh, my goodness.
He was a commit to FSU, changed his mind, decided he wanted to go to a softer school like LSU, but good job anyway, Big Bain. We see in Norton University School, Coach Harriet, Coach of the Year, 3A. They're state champions as well. I mean, he's a phenomenal talent, very strong. I'm talking about this kid bench presses over 450 pounds.
You want to see some exciting stuff? Go to the 12 and 20 tour. Go to University School. Bain is interviewed. Big Bain. Here we go.
To LSU because of the
Ball's
conference.
back over on downs. First down. Broward County ball. Give to King. Bam. He hits the middle hard and picks up about 8 yards. You know what's interesting? They haven't taken King out.
I think he came out maybe 2 plays. One play was a rest and the other was halftime. So the truth of the matter is, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, you ride that workhorse. You ride him.
There was a third play. He lost his helmet.
That's the third play. But I mean, hey, you ride your Clydesdale, and I'm telling you right now, he's a great young man. He has a motor on him, and I'm telling you, he's well conditioned. Don't let the size fool you.
Second
probably
down
give
and
the ball
2.
to him again. I would.
Second and
There
2
you go.
give us the King again, but bam, someone hits that C gap. Wow. Who was that?
Everybody, Coach.
7:57 and rolling, third quarter. Wow.
That actually looked like it was big number 58 for Dade. I'm sorry, 56. Kwame Jones, the D lineman, 5'11", 200-pound from Norland. I think he's a little bigger than that, but again, we've already spoke about some of these sides they have listed here. But hey, why not get a ball to King again?
Third down and 4. 7:26. Clock is rolling. Third quarter. I'm looking at this big number 79. I'm gonna give him a shout out in a minute. That's an overthrow, but guys, I'm looking at number 79 down there. That's Royus Amos, offensive line. 6'6", 285.
Absolutely.
Well, more like 325 from Deerfield Beach High School.
All day, every day, the Bucks. Coach Jackson, I see you.
Big boy doing big things.
Yes, and that's including eating.
Fourth down for Broward. Looks like they're going to set up in a punt formation. Number 19's in the punt. Zachary Leatherman, kicker out of South
This is definitely fake punt territory.
I was going to ask you, Coach, would you fake this one? I think they're ready for it. They're bringing people, but they don't even have everybody on the field right now. That's not good.
Yeah, they're bringing them back up.
Yeah.
Well, Franklin had
They
to
knew
call
it was going to be a fake.
Franklin saw the clock was running out. Be alert. See that countdown clock. Something new for them that haven't played in Sun Life Stadium.
I hope they call timeout because they're going to fake it. Don't call timeout and punt.
But they still had 8 seconds. So the truth of the matter is that they actually brought in number 20 Calvin Savage a little late. They only had like 10 men on the field, so that leaves somebody to be wide open. And if you don't have the proper protection, a block kick, turnover, anything could happen.
Well, I'm impressed. Franklin, 3 days of practice, picked that up. So that's a heads-up play. Florida State, you got yourself a heads-up athlete.
Yeah, they do. I mean, the truth of the matter is, again, we joke around about, what kids are going where. But the truth of the matter is, you know what? We're proud of all these kids for making it to the next level. A lot of these kids been told that they're not going to be anything in life, and they're proving a bunch of people wrong. So the truth of the matter is, listen, I'm not the biggest fan of UF or UM or any of them because I am a Florida State fan. But if you're going to UF, if you're going to LSU, if you're going to University of Miami, I'm very proud of you because you actually going against the grain and going against the curb. And congratulations to all the young men that have made it this far and that's going further.
Yeah,
looks like we have an injured player for Miami-Dade on crutches.
Oh, boy. Well, they're lined up to punt again. 4th down and 4. Snap was almost over the head. Kick is off. Leatherman gets a nice high spiral. Going to come down here. Wow. I guess he thought he was backed up to the 1, but down to the 2-yard line. Nice punt. Look like they've been doing it a while.
Sad part is it actually makes that's actually probably a short field for Dade County the way they've been moving the ball right now.
Well, we're down at 7 minutes, 3 seconds. I'm Glenn Stout here with Damian Hunt and Coach DC down here live in Sun Life Stadium for the Dolphins Academy, Miami Dolphins All-Star Game, Broward versus Dade. Dade leading 14-10 with 7:03 left in the quarter. Been a great year being side by side with you guys, and I'm looking forward to, well, I'm going to get to sit back and watch you guys do your thing basketball season.
Ha, my first love.
Here we go. 1st and 10, back there at the 2-yard line. Doesn't pick up a thing.
He's not going anywhere. I got another helmet on the ground.
Thankfully, there's no head inside of it. And again, that tackle was actually made by Big Bane again. The LSU commit, great job. And again, like I said before, we make fun of where the kids go. But again, a lot of these kids have gone above and beyond what a lot of people thought that they would. And I'm so proud to see so many of these young kids doing their thing on and off the football field. Kudos to all these young men and young ladies as we get ready to cover cheerleading, women basketball, everything.
Well, one of our criteria, as you all know, people out there, when they join into KDA Foundation, the mentorship program, that's academic mentoring. Boy, he got hit hard coming out. That's academic mentoring, and they've got to have the grades. They've got to understand that it's their athletic ability is what they get to use to pay for a great college education. And most importantly, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And more importantly than that, since it's free service to them, their only payback is to come back and give back to their communities. And I'll tell you what, there's a great example of that in a Coach Telly and a Coach Wayne Blair, a Coach Harriet. I mean, these guys have come out, a Coach DC, a Coach Damian Hunt. That is a great example. A Coach Pat Lowe, a Coach Ben Hanks. I mean, Coach Guandolo, all these coaches that have gone through the system, had great mentors, and come back and giving back to their community. And I'm really, really impressed by what's turning around, especially Coach Harris, all those guys at Booker T. Robinson that we've been able to follow and be partnered up with because Ben Hanks, one of the original founders of KDA, is there, to see the phenomenal difference in these young men and the community. And Coach Tully at Miami Central. That's like night and day. The way that they carry themselves, okay, it's completely different than 4 or 5 years ago. So hat goes out, man, to all those guys. As they take a quick break, we're going to take a break. This is HSPNSports.com and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school sports network in the nation. Stay with us.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation. At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
Wow, 3rd down and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I'm looking
very
for pressure.
Dangerous place for Dade to be. They're lining up an I formation, and they're bringing everybody from Broward. He gets the ball out, and wow, it's almost picked off, but he didn't have the time to get the ball there.
No, he really didn't have a chance. If they were going to do that, they should have just got in the gun, let him snap the ball and throw it up.
Well, they're jumping right into a water break here. It's 4th down from the 2-yard line, and that's not going to give them a whole bunch of room to maneuver back there.
Not at all. Well, speaking of Coach Lockett, I had a chance to talk to Coach Lockett up in Nashville at the conference. It was very impressive. He sat for a long time with the University of Miami. Of course, they were all over the players from Miami Central. And that was Hurley Brown, one of the scouts from the University of Miami. But, while we were up in Nashville, we had the Dade Broward room, and we had so many coaches come through there looking for the Dade Broward athletes. They just can't believe the magnitude of talent that we harvest here. So that was really exciting to have people all over the place coming to Nashville just to check out our athletes.
It is a great place to showcase them. And what was interesting, too, is you were up there, and not only were you up there for Hialeah High School, but you were up there with NCRA Sports Get Up On, and we got some good coverage up there.
Oh, yes, we did, Coach. I had an opportunity to talk to many different coaches all across the nation about NCRA sports. They were excited to be able to go onto the site and see all the amazing things that we've done over the past year exposing our athletes. They were extremely happy.
It has been a big year. It will culminate from this game. But most importantly, if you're a coach and you're still watching, don't miss the 2013 Senior Combine Showcase that we'll be showcasing right at the end of February. We'll have the exact date for you. We're trying to line it up precisely with the same day as the Broward County, the BCA Small College Fair.
Excellent kick.
Great kick back to the 50-yard line, and here we go. He's looking
Excellent
for a hole.
Return.
Taking off, and looks like he's moving in slow motion, but he was picking and weaving.
He was waiting, trying to find an alley.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job. He's trying to set up his blocks, and I tell you one thing, he did he definitely weaved his way all the way to the 20-yard line. And while you guys were actually, covering some information, they had a young man by the name of Michael Johnson, the DB 5'11", 185-pound, from Booker T. Washington State, champion Booker T. Washington, and he's committed to go to the Florida State University Seminoles. Good job, Jimbo. Good job.
I was wondering why you were shaking your hand over there, jumping up and down.
Yes. My wife went to Florida State. How you doing, Faith? And we're Florida State all the way.
And Faith, he is smiling.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Franklin.
Nice.
This is exactly why Florida State wanted this young man. This young man plays receiver, quarterback, and DB, and you just saw his hands right there. He had a little bit of a little Denard Robinson. If he's not playing quarterback, he's going to play somewhere on the football field. And that was a great job. He went up and got it.
And that was our guy, Gregory Hankerson, throwing the ball out there to him.
I mean,
quarterback to quarterback.
Listen, it just goes to prove that when you deal with NCRA, great things happen.
Nobody even knows there's a receiver over here.
Call the timeout.
It was close.
They were looking for another jump ball on that one. I can tell you that right now. They wanted Franklin, and Franklin was begging for them to do a quick snap.
Well, when we come back from this break, let's see if Gregory Hankerson can take the Broward team into the end zone. They've got first and goal from the 3-yard line. You are watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
Gregory Hankerson, Broward All-Stars, lined up. First and goal from the 2-yard line. 4:26 in the third quarter. Let's see if our Boyd Anderson Cobra Hankerson take it in. He fakes the give, and he's going to find the end zone on a zone read. Gregory Hankerson.
Gregory Hankerson keeps it.
That was a walk.
Beautiful play. Definitely a walk in the park.
That gets them back in the game.
Gives them back in the lead.
For Broward. We'll see if they get the extra point. If they get the extra point, it will be 17 Broward, Dade 14. We'll see what they got. And I see we just had somebody interesting step up to the mic. Our own Bob Webster.
Don't count a 9.54 out yet.
Zachary Letterman is the kicker here, 5'10", 170 from South Plantation, number 19, to attempt this extra point. The holder is number 12.
Franklin. Kick is up. Kick is good. That brings the score. Broward 17, Dade 14 with 4:21 left in the third quarter. We've got Bob Webster on the microphone. Bob, influential part of getting us into these athletic departments. Fantastic job in Atlantic today, talking to Coach Flagg, and they're excited for us to be up there. Give us some other news about what's going to go on with our basketball.
Well, first of all, tonight is a joy. This is a great way to end the year. Very competitive game. Broward takes the lead right now, 17-14. But we're ready to gear into basketball season, which is my love. That was my sport in college. And looking forward to tomorrow night with the Deerfield Ely game. And then we follow it up next week with Atlantic and Lake Worth High School, who just played 2 nights ago in double overtime.
Wow.
So we should see a good one then Friday night next week.
Yeah, they're way up there on the charts, and they're interested because they lost last year to Ely. So when we told them we were going to be shooting the game live tomorrow night, Coach Flagg was very interested for he and all of his players to be able to see that game.
He said he was going to watch it on NCRA Sports Network.
Wow, a deep kick, and he's going to down it down there. Dade County will take the ball with 4:15 in the third quarter. And, yeah, we're looking forward to this. My experts on basketball, Damian Hunt, Coach DC, and Bob Webster, not Glenn Stout III.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Love to see those charges and those dunks and those crossovers. So looking forward to it.
We're going to have fun tomorrow night because we're going to bring the lights in. We're going to do some interviews. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. Well, here we go. 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. Miami-Dade is down by 3 points. They're at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Deron Hollis is back in at quarterback out of Alonzo Mourning.
Gives on his own read. Man, he is hit hard and fast by number 49 from Broward. That looks like Jaquan Smith, a defensive tackle. Miramar. We got to see Miramar play against Boyd Anderson, at Boyd Anderson.
I'm very interested to see exactly what Dade County is going to pull up. I mean, they actually put Cook back at quarterback, and let's see what they do, and let's see if they're going to march back down the field here.
Well, they haven't done very much here in the second half.
2nd down and 12. That delay handoff.
That's that Statue of Liberty again. This time they were waiting for it.
Yes, that tackle was made by Telvin Arnold, offensive line, defensive line, 6'2", 305-pound from Miramar Patriots. So you're looking at that's a decent sized young man right there. And talking about and quick. I mean, he got in the backfield, lickety split. That's what you want. And I'm very interested to see what school that he's going to go to, because that is a load. I mean, that's like a Vince Wilford type of body frame right there. And he's going to have some more room to put on some more weight at the next level.
Brings up 3rd down and 17. Dade County, 2:48. The clock is counting. Cook is back to throw. He throws it deep down the left-hand side. He's got a man, catches the ball down to the 40. He's down to the 30. He's down to the 20 and brought down to the 15, 16-yard line. Wow. Folks.
Nicholas Norris from Booker T. Washington. What accelerating speed that was. Who was able to bring him down?
75-yard.
That was actually number 13. I'm sorry, not number 13. That was actually number, I want to say that was number 11, Lorenzo Jerome, that actually had him on coverage from Taravella.
Yes.
And let's just say, I mean, he should not have been playing him bump and run. Let's give
the O-line credit, but definitely give that quarterback credit.
Oh, he put that out.
That was a handoff.
He put that only one person can catch that ball, and that was Norris, and it was right in stride. Beautiful speed, beautiful hands, beautiful touch, and beautiful blocking by that line.
That was on the money.
Brings it down to the 17-yard line of Broward County. 1st and 10. Cook takes the ball. He's hungry now. Swings it out to the right-hand side. To pick up of about 3 yards. And I can feel it. You can see it. Cook is looking for a quick post to the middle. but he's calmed down now. The game is slowed down. Smart thing, swung it out to the right-hand side.
It wasn't there. So he wanted to go there anyway, and then he went to his check down, which is what colleges want to see.
That's good coaching right there. I mean, that's what you want out of your quarterback. If it's not there, hey, take what they give you. That tackle was actually also made by Broward, Rashard Robinson, the cornerback receiver mixed man, 6'3", 175 from Blanche Ely. We'll be there tomorrow.
2nd down and 7. 110 in county. He's looking to his left-hand side. Got a man open. Should have caught it.
Good breakup by number 11, the one who was beaten earlier.
Yeah.
That's why they say defensive backs have short memories.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want. I mean, he made sure that he didn't give up on that play, and that was a good job because the truth of the matter is that receiver could have brought that down, and he broke it at the last point. Great job by that young man.
Cook is on fire right now.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, I like these games. It's tit for tat. And again, you seen a little bit of a chip on each team's shoulder. And the truth of the matter is, it's supposed to. You're supposed to have that swagger being from Dade County. You're supposed to have that swagger from Broward County. And this is mano a mano. No Palm Beach County involved with this.
3rd down from the 14 with 1:06. Cook is back again. He throws a strike. Receiver not even looking back, but number 11.
He was wide open. He threw it behind him.
Oh, my. Lorenzo Jerome breaks it up from Taravella.
Good job.
Are we going to give the kicker a chance? Yes.
And, of course, giving a shout-out to Coach Margarita over there at JP Taravella. I mean, hey, listen, that your whatever you're teaching that young man on that defensive side of the ball, he got burnt one play, but I tell you one thing, he didn't give up. So that was a good defensive series by Mr. Jerome there.
31-yard field goal attempt. 1:01 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Broward is up 17-14. See if Dade ties it up. Looks like the kick is good. It is. Ties the game up. Broward 17, Dade 17. 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break. This is football at its best out of South Florida, Sun Life Stadium.
Yep. And you got to
love
field goal
made by Andy Valdez.
Absolutely.
Kicker from Sunset. Folks, don't go away. 17-17. You're watching high school sports on the #1 high school sports network in the nation, NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation. At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
And we're back to live action. Kickoff goes out of bounds. Are they going to re-kick, or are we going to get it out at the 35?
I think they're going to take this at the 35, Coach. Yeah, smart move. No guarantee that you would actually get that same spot with a kick return.
This never seems to amaze me. You can kick a field goal right through the uprights, and you can't keep the ball in a 53-yard field.
Well, there you go.
Here we are.
Okay.
Broward with the ball.
Down. First down and 10. Broward got the ball. We've got 56 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Had to do a little maintenance, moving some tapes around, folks. But you probably didn't miss anything. Give us up the middle. Picks up about 2-3 yards.
Never quite understood why the throw forward. I was always taught, listen, if nothing else, you pick them up and you place them back another 3 or 4 yards. You don't sling them forward for extra yards. But
well,
cool.
Coach, I must disagree. When you're trying to tackle Mr. King, you just get him to the ground.
This is true.
He is a load.
This is true.
Well, second down and 7 yards. 23 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Broward County with the ball. Actually, they don't have King back there. Yeah, they do. They're going to throw it to King. Nope. Oh. They threw it short. It's going to go to the offensive player. Yep, they're giving him a catch.
That was a great catch by number 88.
Great catch out there.
Marcel Williams, wide receiver, 6'3", 200 pounds from Piper. My apologies. Great job. I see you, Coach Lowe. Piper Tigers. Or should I say Piper Bengals. And, again, this is what you want. Now the game has come down to the wire, tied up, going into the fourth quarter. I like this, because years in the past has always been a blowout Dade County. And, again, anything can happen during the fourth quarter, as we know. But the truth of the matter is I love this. I absolutely like this.
It is very competitive, both sides of the field. As you said, Piper High School, it reminded me, we do mentoring. Marquise is one of our student athletes in our mentoring sessions every Tuesday over at Piper High School. After they get out of school, we do a mentoring session. I personally go in and do playing the recruiting game. We also do that in Boyd Anderson. We'll be back in this week. And listen, if any principals, any student athletes are out there, you want us in your school, Damien, what do they do?
Listen, you want NCRA, you want KDA at your school, you hound the superintendent, you hound your principal. You tell them, listen, why is the NCRA, KDA in my school teaching my kid how to play the recruiting game? Parents, we're trying to save you money. That's what it comes down to. We're trying to make sure that we put money in your children's pocket so they can go ahead and earn an awesome education. And if you don't have a program like that from NCRA KDA Foundation, I'm telling you right now, you're doing your kids a great disservice. So tell you right now, get KDA out to your school. Contact the radio station, Hot 105, know who we are. Everybody knows who we are. Let's get it done.
As my son Glenn would say, I couldn't have said it better. A little bit of passion, that's what we have, passion. Let's listen to what we got going on the field.
I know you got your coach here in the stands as well. It's time for you to tell us where you're going to play college football next year.
It's Western Kentucky University.
Congratulations on that. Hilltoppers, right? Congratulations on that.
Coach DC, that's one of your players from Hialeah.
Right, that's Ishmael. Ishmael played defensive end for us. Long, rangy kid, long arms, 6'4", about 230, and can run. And you wouldn't believe, 2 years ago, he was about 6'2", 165 pounds. He grew into that body in over 2 years. Yeah, so he's still learning how to use it.
They got him at 180 right now, so I guess they only figured that he gained 15 pounds at the time that he was there.
No, 180 is not accurate. Ishmael's about 230.
A good-looking kid, though.
Well, here we go, folks, into the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to play in the game. It's a tie ball game. Broward 17, Dade 17. And Broward with the ball out there at the 46-yard line. Gives to the tailback. Big hole on the left-hand side.
That's Wallace from Northeast High School. I mean, hey, one thing he can do, once he get out in that open field, you better hope and pray that you actually get a hold of him, because if you don't, he's off to the races. And as you can see, he has some nice wiggle.
That was a beautiful open field tackle by number 41.
That was.
From the Broward team. Number 41 from the Broward team is Jason Engel.
And let me tell you something else.
From the Dade team is Leo Lorenzo. He's a defensive back.
Wow, King got the ball, breaks it out to about the 39-yard line, first down. But I want to go back to that, Coach, because we've got a couple players in there right now. Number 74 from St. Thomas that blew a hole open wide. I could have ran through it with my old legs. That's Kyle Schaffenacher. He's a 6'4", 285 pounds excuse me, probably a little more than that. St. Thomas Aquinas, great block.
Well, I couldn't have got through that hole, Coach, because I brought the old legs. I left the new ones at home. The young ones were left at home.
St. Thomas Aquinas line in there. I can tell by their helmet throws out here to number 1.
Great job.
Michael Floyd from Nova. I see those gold helmets out there. You've got number 74 and number 75. Austin Bland, offensive line, 6'3", 280 from St. Thomas Aquinas. They're getting some push on that offensive line now, Coach. They got a couple St. Thomas players in there. Got to look like maybe that's Big Mike over there.
I'm trying to figure out who's that with the red helmet.
That's Deerfield High, of course.
Who we got a right tackle? Is that Big Mike Gilliam? Blocking down. Wow, number 79.
Number 79 is Royus Amos from
that's
Deerfield
Amos.
Beach High School.
And looks like we got a flag on number 79.
It's possible. Anything's possible.
Was the flag on him?
It should not have been. I mean, that was a clean block. That would be a wrong.
No, it's against the Dade.
Yes, they tend to hold on and do things like that in Dade County. But the truth of the matter is, again, these young.
Number 9, defense, 15-yard penalty.
A lot of personal fouls.
That's Wendell Dunn.
That's Wake Forest, Mr. Wake Forest, and again, these this is not what you want out of any of your teams, especially Dade County right now. You're giving Broward a shorter team, but at the shorter field. But at the same time, that does shrink the field for the defense. So you have a higher degree of difficulty of making it in the end zone when your field is short.
That brings up first down from the 13-yard line. Broward County is on it, 9:56 and counting in the fourth quarter. The fake to the give. He's rolling to the left-hand side. He's looking to the end zone. Boy, he has King wide open, and he overthrows.
He was under pressure from George Williams. He got nailed.
Hit. That's number 18 at quarterback. That's Geronte Lewis from Cypress Bay. And boy, oh boy, he had King wide open in front of him.
He had King wide open in front of him, and he had number 4, George Williams, a linebacker, 6', 200 out of Hialeah, bearing down his throat. And it's hard to throw the ball with somebody in your collar.
You're absolutely correct. Took him down, pulling the turf out of his face mask.
Yeah, and they got Franklin back in at quarterback. I'm sorry, at wide receiver.
King's right behind the quarterback. Lewis takes 3-step drop, throws it to the left-hand side to Franklin. Wow, he must have lost the ball.
He had to have lost that ball, Coach, to be honest with you, because there was still room for him to go get that ball and maybe do a little 2-step in and make sure that he was in that paint.
Made no effort for it at all.
Right now, I don't know why either team's throwing the fade when the slant is wide open.
Coach, to be honest with you, I wouldn't throw the ball at all when King is getting like 5-6 yards a pop.
See, the thing is right now, I don't understand a lot of the corners play outside leverage. I understand they have help on the inside, but that helps a little late.
Yeah, every time, not unless he's right next to you.
Third down from the 13. Broward with the ball, 9:46 and counting. Lewis take the snap, 3-step drop to the right-hand side. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's not going to get anything, maybe 2 yards.
Looks like we have another field goal coming up.
Well, yep, the field goal kicker's coming
Looks like number 19.
And this ball will be
Zachary Leatherman.
The ball will be on the right hash.
The kicker from South Plantation. Looks like he'll be trying about a 28-yard field goal. Give him credit for about 28 yards and 5 inches.
To be
exact.
exact.
It may be 33 here in a minute if they don't get lined up.
Blocked.
Wow. Big block. Who is that? Big block. Big hit. Number 40-something.
Number 40.
That's what it looks like.
And it was another one came through with a dog hat, number 9. Number
40
40 and number 9.
Number 40 is Tremaine Brock, linebacker, 5'11", 196 out of South Dade. And we know number 9 because number 9's had a couple of flags, a little bit of laundry thrown at him.
That's Mr. Wake Forest.
Wendell Dunn, Wake Forest, man. out of Palmetto High. Well, Dade County takes over the ball. 20-yard line. Still 17-17. 8:57 remaining in the game. As they take a short timeout, we will take a short timeout as well.
We're having a conference with Twan and looks like the official along with Troy Drayton. And they're going to action.
Okay, we won't take a break. They're ready, back in play. I wasn't sure if they were not allowed to do that in these all-star games, so we didn't get anybody hurt. I know Broward North against South, they weren't allowed to block field goals. They didn't want any injuries. Dade County takes over at 20-yard line.
They're playing cover 0.
You got Wood back in. He throws it deep to the right-hand side. He's got a man wide open.
Oh.
They're playing cover 0, and that's not good against this speed.
Not what you want.
Against Booker T's speed.
Threw it a little bit over his head.
The thing is, you're talking about legit 4.36, 4.35 out of Booker T. And I just don't think Broward's corners can run with that.
Coach, I mean, if you ever been to a place called Galaxy, it's a skating rink. And to be honest with you, that DB was on skates because he did one. He actually, I believe that's Norris, did one move to the outside, took it on the inside, and if Cook throws that ball and keeps the ball inside, he is still running and possibly running out of the end zone like Deion Sanders did at the combine.
Cook takes a snap, gives it off on his own
right
read.
Up the middle.
Right up the middle for about 16 yards. That's number 27 with the ball, Dimitri Gardner, running back, 5'9", 170 out of Miami Beach High School. Nice. There's that young man again.
He's a slasher.
Yes, he is.
And that tackle was actually made by number 6, Hordley Magwood. Hordley Seedy, free safety, 6'1", 180 from South Plantation.
It looks like the quarterback's really calling a good game with his audibles. He's audible, and when he sees cover 2, that means there's not enough in the box to run. And when they go to cover 0, he's throwing it deep.
I love it. Cook's impressing me. We didn't get to see him this year. We'll get to see a lot of them tonight. They're staying with him.
Up.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
That was going, too.
He had green.
Yeah, that's that Miami Central speed there.
Boy, you got number 99 out there for Broward. Telvin Arnold, defensive lineman. They got him at 6'2", 305 out of Miramar. That's a load.
These guys are just too fast to be that big.
That'll back them up 5 yards, bring up first down and 15 with 8:04 and the clock is running. Dade County has the ball on their own 31-yard line. Tie score, Broward 17, Dade 17. Cook is still in at quarterback. Single back in the backfield, trips to the left-hand side. Gives his own read, and man, oh man, he is swallowed up by.
Well, the zone read's working, but in order for the zone read to really truly be effective, Cook's going to have to pull it sometime because it's there.
Number 60 just swallowed him from Broward.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Marquise Lloyd Dawson, 6'3", 285 from Stranahan High School. The Dragons, well represented.
I think that was a young man we saw outside when we were waiting to get in the stadium, Coach.
The one that came walking through?
Yeah, I believe that was him. He was actually huge without pads. Now that he has on pads, wow.
Second down and about 16. Cook is back in the shotgun, rolling to his right-hand side. He throws it out here out of bounds. Going to bring up third down and 16.
But you know what? I'm loving what I'm seeing, Coach, is that these kids are actually diving for the ball. Really making, really putting their body on the line and sacrificing their body to try to come up with that extra play. I mean, you really don't really see that too often, and I'm enjoying seeing stuff like that because that's a little bit more throwback than it is anything else. A lot of kids tend to just look at the ball, and if it's too short, well, it's just too short. But you got to love the athleticism here.
Cook gets a play. He's back in the huddle. Brings up third down and 16 yards. Clock is 7:02 in the fourth quarter. Game is tied at 17-17. Single back in the backfield. Got twin formation. Couple step drop. He's looking to his right-hand side. Bit over the middle. He throws it short. the right-hand side here.
And he has the first down.
And he does. He gets spun around to the first down. And
that's Booker T. Washington again.
Nicholas Norse again making the catch.
He made a few of those in Orlando.
He certainly did. First down for Dade.
He will take his show on the road, won't he?
I'll tell you one thing, though. You got to give a lot of credit to that Dade County line, though. They gave Cook all the time he needed. I mean, he stopped. He pumped some gas. He baked some cookies. He went around the block, caught a breather, decided to go home, did a little homework, a research paper, and then threw the ball. I mean, seriously.
Wow.
Great wall of Dade.
Gobbled up. Number 33 makes that tackle from Broward. That's the first call from Alvante Bell, DN, 6'5", 241 from Everglades. Wow. That's a big boy.
That jet sweep hasn't really been going very well. Jet sweep for some schools, fly sweeps for others. Same play.
Same thing.
Brings up second down and 11 with 5:57 and counting. Cook still in at running at quarterback, single back in the backfield, trips to the left-hand side. Ball's on the 46-yard line. He's going to throw back screen, but it's batted down.
Beautiful play.
That was actually broke up by big number 14, Keon Knight. Defensive end, 6'1", 220, South Plantation.
Well, we're into 5:45 remaining in the game, and it's been a tight one, 17-17. They're taking a quick timeout. As they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. We're watching high school football on the NCRA Sports Network.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
And we're back to live action. Third down, Dade County on the 46-yard line. Fake the give on the jet sweep. He's looking back over here at number 2.
Oh, he missed him.
Wow, he has a man wide open, and he got some happy feet on that one, Coach.
Yeah, he had happy feet because he had the Miami Central product, Roderick Carter, running wide open down the sideline.
That's why he got happy feet. He knew he made the bad decision.
And it wasn't a bad hard throw.
Well, Dade County, fourth down. They're going to punt deep for Broward, number 1.
Let's see if Broward can return the favor and block a punt.
Michael Flood. 5:41 in the fourth quarter. Low snap. Punt is off. Nice punt, spiral. Better watch out. He's coming up for it. Wow. Great catch with guys flying by him. I like to see that.
Oh, yeah, he's been hawking around the ball from the very first punt. That's Flood out of Nova.
Yep, who also plays a little quarterback.
5:33 remaining in the fourth quarter. Broward County takes over the ball in this tie ball game. Probably hadn't been a Broward-Dade football game in a century that's been tied up in the fourth quarter.
Been a while. Only thing Dade was able to do, they were able to change field position. Now Broward has to go 78 yards.
Zone read is given.
And that'll make it 79 yards.
Eventually, I mean, some of these calls are actually, are repeat, very repetitive, and it's like there's nothing. I mean, granted, you can't really open up a playbook that much. We're only having 3 or 4 days of practice, but you got to have something right now that's going to open this up because you're playing right into the hands, or should I say, right into the teeth of that defense of Dade County. You really don't want to do that.
It brings up second down and 11. Under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Looking deep to the right-hand side, throws the ball out there. The receiver already went out of bounds, can't come back in. That's Gregory Hankerson, still at the helm from Boyd Anderson Cobras.
Great job by the defensive back using that sideline as a second man, a second defender. That was a great job. He squeezed that receiver along the right sideline over there, and just squeezed him right out of bounds. That's what you teach your DBs to do, and to look back, and that's exactly what he did. Kudos right there. I believe that's number 7.
Yeah, yes it is.
Devondre Powell, DB, 5'9", 175 from Miami Jackson.
Miami Jackson has a tantrum of them.
Brings up third down and 11. 4:47 on the clock, fourth quarter. Hankerson back to throw. He throws a slip screen. That's number 1, Michael Flood. Picks up maybe 3 yards. It's not going to do any good. It'll bring up fourth down and 7 yards, 25-yard line. They're going to kick it back to Dade County with 4:30 and counting on the clock. It's going to give Dade County good field position.
Corey Moss on that tackle from South Miami, 5'11", 195, linebacker, number 55.
And see, I would have actually called that slip screen actually the first play of that drive there, to change it up a bit.
Nice
Another
punt.
Beautiful punt.
Takes it back at the 30. Wham! Number 7 from Broward.
Whoa!
Keenan Thompson. Wide receiver, running back, DB, 6'1", 196. West Broward, look out.
Bobcats. Wow, he was on him like a Bobcat, too. My goodness.
Keenan Thompson is Renee Thompson's son, the great New York Giants defensive back.
Whoa.
Renee Thompson actually coaches over at West Broward. Okay. So shout out to Renee out there. Great job with your son. Excellent.
Well, he definitely covered the heck out of that kick, I'll tell you that.
Coming downhill. Trips to the right-hand side. Cook is still in the game. Single back in the backfield. 3:59. Cook looks to his right. He's throwing out the center of the field in between the hashes. His receiver was open, but the ball's behind him. 3 days of practice, Coach. So, he threw a couple of them in there, but there's no timing.
Well, Coach, 3 days of practice, but he's played a whole season. The timing, he's a quarterback. You got to throw the ball in there. It's like playing at the park. Pick up the ball and throw it to your buddy. Tell him to go down behind the blue car, make a left, and I'll hit you.
That's old school, Coach. They don't play street football no more. That is a lost art. Street football is out. Good.
Bring up second down and 10 with 3:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. Sun Life Stadium.
I do not believe there's overtime.
I'm not sure. We haven't had any.
Cook's in an empty backfield, trips to the right-hand side. He's looking to the right-hand side. The middle of the field, player is being held out there.
Oh, you got to come up with those.
Now that should have been a flag.
Wow.
He was holding on to him for dear life.
Those are the interceptions you need to come down with. That separates the men from the boys.
Game changers.
You have to come down with those. Have to. Good breakup, but you rather the pick.
Well,
in the fourth quarter, we've had a punt affair.
3:50 on the clock. Fourth quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Norris on some type of play right here that's going to bust them in the middle of the field.
Now we're going to find out what each team's made of. Who came to win and who came to get a T-shirt.
Gut check.
And lucky didn't have a penalty. One of the Dade County players ran off the field. Going to be a holding. Throws it out of bounds. Do you get the catch?
Yes, it's a catch, but there's a penalty.
Going to be a hold. Should have been too many men on the field. I was getting ready to say trips to the right-hand side, but one of them disappeared off to the sideline.
That's how Dade does it.
I tell you what, I tell you, this kid from Booker T is making plays all over the field.
Unfortunately, that last play does not count. So
looks good on film.
It does look good on film. I mean, those are the best. Unfortunately, those are actually the plays that actually looks the best on film.
See, the penalties don't get. They don't. It doesn't make a difference when you're being recruited. You made the play.
That's right. Third down and forever. 3:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. This is a tie ball game, folks.
Okay,
17-17.
We got third in the bus ride. Looks like they're going to throw one up.
I think they're going to play a little conservative, Coach. I don't think they're going to. Cook is actually, well, as I say that, they come out in the empty set. So, scratch that. And some of these receivers, Coach, are looking like they're lined up off sides. I'm looking at it right from here, and I'm seeing a full body length.
He's really missing receivers in this part here. That was intended for number 14. And the number 14 in Miami-Dade is Joshua Young. Joshua Young, or is that Joshua Young?
I think that's just Joshua Young, Coach. They put it twice.
Okay, wide receiver, 6'1", 180, out of Coral Reef High School down in South Miami.
That's South Miami.
That was about a 15-yard deep out, and it was obvious that, that's probably one of the hardest ones to throw in football.
That penalty gives Broward the field position advantage.
Yes, it does. See,
unless he can kick him out of it.
Wow, nice spiral. Good spin move. Good spin move. He's taking off down the right-hand side. Wow, he is working it. That's number 1. Again, Michael Flood out of Nova High School. Gets it back to the 50, the 48, 47-yard line of Dade with 3:23 remaining in the game.
Well, they didn't win a lot of ball games, but just because you don't win a lot of ball games don't mean you don't have some talent.
Absolutely. And he broke like a flood. I tell you one thing. He spun out of that tackle. Again, that's what you want. He's daring, and he did a great job in trying to pick up as much yards as he possibly can all by himself, because it looked like some of his teammates were actually watching him run.
Well, they give them all off up the middle, pound it for a first down.
That must be King.
Put Franklin back in at quarterback.
Coach Donnell Bennett, I hope you're watching your player. He is tearing it up right now. Big Daddy King.
First down, Broward County, 1st and 10 on the 38.
Barring any kind of turnover here, Broward County can get in field goal range within another 15 yards.
Just under 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. Clock
we
is
hit a
moving.
50-yarder.
I would just go ahead and keep running King. King is the hot hand right now. Keep him going. Lacy it up.
He's leaning forward. Franklin rolls out to the left-hand side. He's got an opening. He cuts up the middle. He's down to the 25-yard line. They're going to stop the clock for the first down. 2:39 in the fourth quarter. This is going to be down to maybe a field goal, Coach.
Yes, Coach. And the thing is, Dade has 0 timeouts, and they're within range of this 50-yard field goal kicker that we saw in the first quarter.
Not to mention with JF3, I'm going to go ahead and give him the name, JF3. That was a smart move. He didn't want to get his block taken off, so he dove into the ground to make sure that he was safe. Smart move.
Coming down to 2 minutes, 15 seconds. The clock is running. Gives the King right up the middle. He's following his big boy from St. Thomas. That's number 75, Austin Bland. St. Thomas left guard.
And one.
2-minute warning.
Oh, we got 2-minute warning. Wow.
How is that? How is that in high school football, 2-minute warning? Well, they take a 2-minute warning. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. This is high school sports, bringing you the best high school football in the nation from the NCRA Sports Network.
You are watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network.
Well, folks, we just got the announcement for the offensive defensive player of the game. Coach DC, Coach Damian, why don't you let our fans know what they are?
We got the offensive player of the game from Booker T. Washington, Nicholas Norris, wide receiver, 6 foot, 175. Excellent game for him.
Number 24 with the ball. He almost gets out for the first down. With that hit, he may have gotten the first down.
Jamal Wallace from Northeast. I told you, he's a slippery kid. The defensive side of the ball, the defensive MVP of the game is number 14, Keon Knight, defensive end, 6'1", 220 pounds from South Plantation. Great job, Keon.
Congratulations, Tion. Congratulations, Nicholas Norris. Great game. We've got 128 and counting in the fourth quarter. Broward may pull the big upset here down at the 15-yard line on Dade County side of the ball. It's tied up, folks. Clock is running under 1:17. Wow. Holy mackerel.
Dade has the ball.
Dade.
Barring a turnover, as I mentioned. They forced turnovers.
Oh,
Seminoles
my.
can't do it all. I mean, the truth of the matter is that was a very ill-advised fumble. I mean, you got to jump on it, man. You can't sit there and let the ball just...
That was an ill-advised play.
That was an ill-advised play. You just go and give the ball to King. Big Daddy King is what got you down here. Let's continue to go with them. They didn't too cute. That's not what you want. Bring the ugly girl to the dance with her, take her back home.
Crucial mistake.
And she'll still be ugly.
Crucial mistake by Broward County. When they had the win in their grasp, they give the ball up down at the 20-yard line with 1:10 remaining. Dade County's last shot at breaking this tie and keeping the big goose egg in Broward County for yet another year.
You best believe they're going to Norris up top. I would.
They put him back in, and he was out here getting his award earlier.
Here's Norris down at the bottom on number 11. They're double covering him.
A little wheel route down here.
Woo!
Wow, the wheel route's wide open. Number 2.
Wow.
Roderick Carter, boy, out of Miami Central, running that wheel route wide open down the sideline.
And Lorenzo Jerome from Taravella, he was in for that. He was in like a heat-seeking missile, boy. He wanted to explode, and incomplete pass.
1:06 in the fourth quarter.
Ball on the 20. And Broward really caught a break on that fumble earlier here in this fourth quarter as they turned the ball over because the defender's knee was down. If his knee was not down, he had clean sailing. He would have looked like someone we've seen before pick up a fumble, Davin Cook.
Cook in the empty backfield. He throws it over here to the right-hand side. Incomplete.
Wow.
Could have been a dangerous one going the other way.
That was, you saw that, Coach. That was very dangerous. I'm telling you right now, if Keon Knight didn't win defensive player, I would make a strong argument to number 11. He had one bad play. That's when Norris, sort of took it down the field on him. But I tell you what, since that play, he's been locked down. He's been doing a great job.
Well, here's the problem. Third down, Chin. They've only run 6 seconds off the clock. And in running only 6 seconds off the clock, there's still 1:02 remaining in the game, and they're stopping the clock every time they have an incompletion. Got a new quarterback in. Sidearms it out here. Now, how do you do that? A new quarterback with 1 minute left in the game, and you've been running Cook the whole game.
Why are they not calling a timeout right now?
Broward?
Why is Broward not calling a timeout right now?
Maybe they don't know it's fourth down.
Maybe they know there's no overtime.
They got it, Coach. They just did get it, and they wasted about 20 seconds.
I think the officials are a little confused with the rules. I think they didn't understand that there's no 2-minute warning in college football.
High school.
College football. They're playing college rules.
College rules, right.
So maybe the stadium got to them. Because they're playing in an NFL stadium.
Well, as they take a quick timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports. Don't go away. 43 seconds left. This is the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation. HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
Well, here we go, folks. 43 seconds left in the game. This is Glenn Stout. I'm with Coach DC and Damian Hunt. Last game of the season.
Looks like they're coming.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Boy. That's going to be a 1st and 10.
And a block in the back.
Penalties all over the place, but Dade County's going to have a 1st down. Brings new life with 34 seconds left in the clock.
Let's see, do they have a double penalty? Looks like a block in the back and a roughing the punter.
We'll see. 34 seconds left.
They came after it.
They did. They got the punter.
Not what you want, though. That's not, at that time, yes, you do want an aggressive rush, but you got to be smart about it as well. Again, you don't want to put some of your less agile people to jump for the ball.
Well, I've also seen this dance before. We had an opportunity to cover the Dwyer Boyd Anderson game, and Dwyer couldn't get out of their own way rushing punts.
Yeah, that was like 4 penalties in a row to McDonald, and he was just getting blasted every time.
Well, the ball's out here to the 39-yard line. Dade County, 34 seconds left. They've got a new quarterback in there, so let's see what they can do. Number 15, Jose Fernandez, quarterback out of Miami Beach. No, still got 9 seconds.
Oh.
They got caught for it that time.
Yeah.
What they need to do, they're playing cover 2 by Broward. Miami-Dade needs to work the middle of the field. That's where you hurt cover 2.
Agreed.
Or Broward County just needs to get out of the cover 2. It always works too.
You got 5 receivers and only 4 defensive backs. And they have quads into the sideline.
They got Norris by himself.
There we go.
And they're going for him. Trust me.
New quarterback.
And he's sacked.
Call the timeout.
That's number 55.
You can't take timeouts home with
23 seconds
Lionel
and count.
Gilliam. Plantation. 16 seconds and counting. I guess Dade County doesn't have any more timeouts. Let's see what happens with the tie ball game.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the rules are.
This is an all-star game. We're not sure if there's going to be overtime or the game ends in a tie.
And if
Kansas City tiebreaker. The Kansas City tiebreaker, the ball will be placed on the 10-yard line. Each team will get an opportunity. And they will play back and forth until someone wins.
Well, as they get ready to line this, Kansas City, probably the first one in the history of an all-star game, will take a short timeout. Stay with us. It's tie score, 17-17. This is the NCRA Sports Network.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
We're here, we got your back. And you can go back and get your college degree and come back and help us, man.
It all started with a dream. And now it's up to us to keep it alive.
If you're sitting out there and you're wondering, you have to start that process.
Education comes first. You never know what the future holds.
Gave me a better opportunity to make it in life. Live your dreams.
HSBN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.
Brews Room, great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste, you found the right place. Come on down to Brews Room, great taste is just the beginning.
At Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, we believe that if you change one life, you can change a generation.
Well, we're back. First Kansas City tiebreaker in the Dade versus Broward All-Star history. We're going to make history with you tonight. Let's see what Dade or Broward does with the ball. They get the first possession at the 10-yard line. Give us the King. He is a muscling mule getting through there.
Yeah, Broward has first at bat.
4-yard line.
King, King, King. That's all I would do. Big Daddy King up the middle, Big Daddy King up the middle, and Big Daddy King up the middle.
They're putting that beef in there, number 77. That's Jarrell Mobley.
I remember that name. Hialeah.
Yeah, he's out of Hialeah. He's about 3 and some change. A lot of change. The stuff, he's right over the nose, so we'll see what happens. Oh, we have flags. Illegal substitution on blue.
Oh. Bad break. Coach, do they? I got a question for you, Coach DC, and you can answer this. Do they teach math in Dade County? Because you know they either that or they always play with 12 and 13 men on the field. What's going on in Dade County there, Coach? Can you explain that one?
Sometimes it's new math, Coach.
That's not what the coaches want.
Now we got timeout, blue.
That is your last timeout of overtime.
Well, they had 12 men on the field until they counted it up.
They had a mismatch. They had George Williams out covering the wide receiver, and he's a linebacker.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but Coach, sometimes you know some of your best athletes may not look like they're the best athlete. But I tell you one thing you can say about George is that he takes on any challenges that he wants, though.
It wasn't that much of a mismatch, Coach. They didn't realize it. With George Williams out there, he can cover a wide receiver.
It'll be interesting to see what Broward County does. I hope that they do the smart thing and just run King right up the middle.
Second down, 3 yards.
You got 3 downs, 1 yard of play. These Jackson receive corners get right up in your face, don't they?
See what that line does. Good push. That came from the edge.
And all that weight in the middle.
That came from 74. I'm sorry, 74 St. Thomas. That came from the edge.
Well, like they may try to put in their passing attack. Some of their taller receivers are coming in.
Well, they got a yard. They got 2 more downs to get a yard and a yard.
Yeah, spread them out and hit them in the gut.
Here we go. 3rd down and goal. The fake. Rolls out to the left-hand side. Throws the ball. Wow, it's tipped. Is that Hankerson out there?
No. That was actually Mr. Richard
Lopez. Richard Lopez.
The other Boyd Anderson Cobra, who normally comes up with those catches, and I think he was just too open.
Now it looks like field goal time. That's not good.
No. You want, again, it was to the point where you want to make sure you spread your team out and then hit them with a draw or something of the nature, but still put King is your best bet. He's at 240 pounds.
Coach, they got to fake this. If you kick a field goal, you lose. You got to fake this.
Coach, I don't think they thought that far.
Yeah, now they're thinking. You got to fake this. Because if you kick a field goal, they get the ball. I mean, they really haven't slowed. Either team's really stopped the running game. I don't understand why they're not going to King more. But for Broward. But on Dade, you got to hope for a turnover. because they're guaranteed a field goal. They're going to go for the win.
And not to mention, they got a nice, they actually have that what you call student body. I like to call Dade County left and right, where you actually have the quarterback fake the ball, fake the handoff, and just follow the rest of the big backs. And you got like 4 people blocking for him, so it's going to be hard to stop that.
See, I would give them the field goal and play for the fake. So here we are. The snap, the down, the kick.
It's good.
It's good.
Well, they decided to go for the field goal. Maybe they got a lot of confidence in their defense, but we're going to see.
All Broward needs is a stop for the win. All Dade needs is a score for the win or a field goal for the tie.
Well, I'll tell you what, odds are from the 10-yard line, Dade County may just punch it in.
I'm going to make a
barring
prediction.
a turnover.
I'm going to make a prediction. Dade County scores on the second play. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Strong prediction.
Sticking it out there.
I'm putting it out there, Coach.
I don't think they played that well.
Well, Coach, neither has the both defenses have come up, but I tell you one thing.
But they got the big back in now.
Yes, they do.
They're just going to pound the football or play action, hit the tight end up the seam. And now they only need 5 yards.
Yeah. And this doesn't even count as play number 1.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
They went out and hard counted.
I like that.
Encroachment, defense, number 55.
And encroachment means offsides.
Now you punch it at them.
Number 55, that would be Lionel.
Is that Lionel Richie? Oh, no, Gilliam. I'm sorry. Lionel Gilliam, offensive guard. I guess he's playing a little nose guard today. 6'4", 264 pounds from Plantation.
Give it to the tailback. Wow.
Good defense.
Great
Lost
defense.
a yard.
Big
Yes, they did.
number 49, 40.
I just hope the quarterback never pulls
49.
it because no one's out there.
49 came blasting through there. Who is that? Jaquin Smith?
Number 49
Miramar.
is Jaquan Smith, D tackle, 6'2", 260 from Miramar.
Wow. He was
That's
in
the
there in a
Miramar
hurry.
Patriots, the Miramar High School Patriots. Damon Cogdale over there doing an excellent job.
Back to the 7-yard line. Power I formation. Oh, my goodness.
Now they're at the 12.
Got the clock right in front of him, and he runs it down to 0.
Okay.
That changes it.
Just when I had a little confidence in Dade County, they go ahead and make me look like idiots. I'm going back to Broward.
Well, as long as you got the ball, you have a chance.
Well, here comes a naked boot.
I thought Broward was doing an excellent job early in the game, moving the pocket, and they went away from it.
Absolutely. But that's also too when they took Franklin out.
Play action, pass. No, they're running that.
Run that sweep.
And he's back to the 5.
I was close. Maybe it's the 3rd.
I like that. Do it again.
Penalties killed me because I tell you one thing: if this is not a delay of game, that this is actually that penalty prior was not a delay of game. That's a touchdown.
I say run it the other way.
Coach, to be honest with you, I would run the same exact place.
Or run yourself.
Run the space.
Or fake it and run a naked boot.
And they're living with that power eye.
Can't be pitter-spattering up there, man. You got to hit it.
Field goal time. Looks like we're going to go to double overtime.
Oh boy, this is
pending the kick. So the offside penalty didn't hurt Broward. They got it back on a delay of game. Pending this kick is not blocked or missed.
Out
From
of pressure.
the left hash. Boy, they look like they got a lot of jerseys out there. Up.
Oh, wow.
Good.
That was a beautiful kick because the hole was bobbled, and he was able to get it down, and he was able to boot it through there.
Kept his head down.
Well, here we go into round 2.
I thought that should have been a penalty. They roughed the kicker. But they didn't call it. The kicker's looking around like, why did you let him do that to me?
Well, we're going to see exactly what Broward does. Let's see if Broward goes ahead and run Big Daddy King. I'm surprised they didn't even maybe put King at your tailback, put a big lineman at your fullback, and just ride him right into the end zone. That's what I would do.
As we go to second overtime, Broward will be on defense because Dade was on defense in the first overtime.
Right.
So they just flop and they switch it over. So Dade will be on offense, and looks like they need a score or they could be in trouble.
My personal opinion, I would actually put Cook back in the game. That's just my opinion.
How many do they have to go before they can't kick a field goal?
3, I believe. He's over here. We have one offensive lineman sleeping. He must have been taking a nap because he just came onto the field.
It was snack break, Coach. It was a snack break.
Oh, I understand. Got to eat well to keep your weight up.
He has no problem keeping the weight up.
Play action. He's going to run. He's down to about the 6.
Tough run by number 15, Jose Fernandez, 5'9", 180-pound quarterback out of Miami Beach. Great job. And number 55 from Broward County, Lionel Gilliam. Again, the big lineman from Plantation. Coming in hard on that big hit, tried to take his head off.
Along with Rashard Robinson out of Blanche Ely.
Only a gain of 3 yards. Great coverage there. I mean, way to cover the field.
Sweep. They get in. Oh,
and he got to the 2. Drug down by number 10.
Yes, that's Robert Miller, DB wide receiver, 6'3", 190 pounds from Taravella.
Caught him from behind.
I don't understand this power eye every play. Spread them out, run the quarterback draw. Go to your empty set, quarterback draw. I say tackle me in space.
I say do a jump pass.
I believe tackling in space is very hard at this level.
I say go for the old Tebow jump pass there, Coach. Why not? Perfect time to do it.
Well, we're going to see here.
Bam.
He's in.
We don't have a signal yet.
He's
there
in.
You go. Cortez make the score
now
for
Broward
a touchdown.
has to score.
Okay.
That's long hair, don't care fullback, Cortez.
They got to make this extra point.
We're putting in extra hours here, playing late into the night here in Miami-Dade County, Sun Life Stadium or Dolphin Stadium, where the Miami Dolphins call this home.
Still trying to understand why they're playing the Miami Dolphins catchphrase but
Here we go, the extra point, important extra point.
And after this weekend, after this past Monday, this might be Alabama's home.
Kick is up, and it's good. Broward County will have to score a touchdown.
Let's see what happens now.
Dade versus Broward Dolphins all-star game. Broward 20, Dade 27.
Okay, the pressure's on Broward. You know, as they say, pressure will burst the pipe. We'll see what happens.
This is Glenn Stout with Damian Hunt and Coach DC. My son Ryan Stout on the switcher. Post-production, pre-production editing. Reed Webster on the camera. Bob Webster, his father. bringing us down here, doing some play-by-play. Snaps over the head.
Wow. Oh, no. The ball's still loose. If Miami-Dade has it, game's over.
I'm not a big fan.
That's the ball game.
Folks. Dade County recovers a fumble. First play from snap. Overtime. Dade County wins it.
As I said earlier, they make plays.
And that was by big number 99, Aaron Thomas, D lineman, 6'2". It says 260. I'm going 300 from Carroll City. Carroll City brought it home.
Chiefs, the mighty, mighty Chiefs.
That's Dade County 27, Broward County 20. Man, this is it. We're going to wrap it up from sunny South Florida, Sun Life Stadium, where the Dolphins play and where Alabama ran it up against the Irish. This is the NCRA Sports Network crew. Glenn Stout, Coach DC, Damian Hunt, Ryan Stout, Reed Webster, Lisa Stout, and Bob Webster. Great to have you. Watch us tomorrow night live from Deerfield, Ely High School, where Deerfield Beach Bucks come in to play the Blanche Ely Tigers. 7 o'clock. We'll be with you. Glad to have you tonight. You've been watching high school sports on the #1 high school sports network in the nation, bringing you high school sports and high school events. This is the NCRA Sports Network and HSPNSports.com. Good night.
HSPN Sports and the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 high school broadcast network, bringing you high school sports and events in the nation.